All right, let's get
Good
started.
thing I can't be Ellen.
Hmm?
Am I not allowed to be Ellen?
That's fine. All right, here we go. Filler episode 6, titled "The Tournament."
Ooh.
You guys are walking along. Actually, first, Will introduce us to your new person.
All right. So my person. Huh. So I'm gonna give you their name first. In human language, translated, their name would equal something along the lines of leafweed gremlin root.
Oh.
Looking at them, they look not so human. They have the shape of a human.
Ooh.
They're an androgynous looking figure who's crouched down most of the time. But if they were to stand up tall, they're like maybe 5 foot. Like they're like 4'5" at max.
Oh, so small.
But for the most part, they're very crouched down. And 1 second, Clayton sent me something that I have to write down.
I realized I forgot to say that earlier.
That will be important, possibly later on, if this character continues. They're very covered in muck and leaves and foliage. They don't wear clothes, but they're covered in like leaves and bark and things that kind of forge a facsimile of clothing. Like it covers their bits, but they look like they're more plant than person. Sprouting from the back, from their rear end, is a tail that's like a little fuzzy and has like a little, like, almost like a lion's wisp at the end of it. Their eyes are like, instead of having whites of their eyes, they have greens. Like their eyes are green more than they are anything else, and the center of their eye is just black, full black with green outside of it. Instead of hair, they just have a head of leaves and tufts of probably hair. Like the leaves, it looks like there's vines growing in between all of their head and hair, and there's like flowers sprouting out, and then leaves and vines. They look extremely feral.
Awesome.
Yeah. And they're wearing vine sandals. They cover their feet, kind of. Where their vines begin and their feet are kind of just mushed into one. This person is very plant-based, mixed with human. They almost look like a dryad. Except a lot more meaty.
Ooh. I like it.
Yeah. Call them what you will, because they don't really have a name other than leaf weed gremlin root.
All right. So, Opix Doreen and Leaf Gremlin Root are walking along a path through the woods. You've met your new companion today and decided to bring him along with you. He's looking for something to do. You're looking to get a friend. As you exit the forest that you guys were in into a clearing, you see that it's a huge field that's been filled to bursting with tents and vendors and like stadiums, and like there's like a big coliseum way like in the back of it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I got distracted. You see like in front, like where like the sort of entrance is, there's like a big like banner over into where like the everything is beyond, and that says "The Tournament" on it, and standing like kind of in front of it is a dude with like a clipboard. just kind of like looking at his stuff and muttering to himself.
Hmm.
And as you guys approach, he notices you and he like kind of like puts the clipboard down. And he's like, "Hey, welcome to the tournament. You guys here to compete or just spectate?"
Uh, I
What's
think,
the tournament?
yeah, I tilt my head very quizzically.
You guys, from around here, I'm guessing, look a little confused about what's going on. All right,
This is the first we've heard of the tournament.
Say again.
This is the first we've heard of the tournament. There's
Gotcha.
lots of tournaments, but not the tournament.
Gotcha. Makes sense. That's fair. Well, I'll explain it for you then. Once a year, we have a huge festival, celebrate being alive for another year. And we've got a bunch of different competitions where a bunch of different people can compete. And then at the end, we've got like a big, sort of like big one that's for the winner. And the winner gets the prize.
What's the prize?
Oh, you'll see. And he's excited. He's like, it's a great prize though. Like, people love it.
So sus.
Food?
But why don't you guys come on in? I'll give you each a token that gets you like one free snack item from one of the vendors if you'd like. Just to welcome the newcomers.
Opix is on it. Opix is running up. She heard snacks and she's in.
All right, he's like, one for you.
Leaf eats the token. Leaf doesn't use their hands. They open their mouth to reveal sharp, pointy teeth and just take the token out of the person's hand and eats it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I guess it's the same result. You get some food. And how about you, little dude? And he hands it to Doreen.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. You guys get in there, look around, do whatever you like. Oh, wait, and he as you guys are walk away, he's like, wait, come back. And he's got his clipboard. He's just like, did you guys want to compete in any of the different competitions?
What are the competitions?
Oh, well, we've got archery, we've got a battle royale, we've got an obstacle course, we've got a drinking contest, an eating contest, we've got a shell game, we've got log climbing, and we've got a power word display. If you get first or second in any three of those, you get to make it to the final tournament.
Oh. It's just what's the she's like thumb and finger, she's mulling it over. She's like, what kind of food's in the eating competition?
Typically they do either pie or pot roast. One year it was a stew. That one was a weird one. I think this year they're doing a leg of lamb.
She closes her eyes and she nods. I'll do that one.
All right, so we've got you for the eating contest. I should actually write this down. Hang on.
Is there a clipboard with a sign-up sheet?
He's got the only clipboard, but he's writing down what when someone signs up for something. He's like, okay, could I get your name for that?
Oh, she's like, Opix.
Opix? Okay, great. Anything else you'd like to compete in? Remember, if you get first or second in three of them, you get to move on.
Oh, what were they again?
There's an archery, there's a battle royale, obstacle course, a drinking contest, an eating contest, the shell game, log climbing, and power word display.
Ooh. What's power word display?
Oh, that's where you show off your power word in a cool way to impress the judges. It's a real crowd pleaser, that one.
Oh no. She's like, oh no, that's too much. She's like, it's too many eyes. No. She's like, what about the obstacle course? That sounds fun.
Obstacle course? All right, I'll put you down for the obstacle course. Anything else?
Doreen also wants to do the obstacle course.
Rock climbing!
All right.
No, wait, battle royale. I lied.
Battle royale? All right.
Yes, please. Thank you.
How about you, little feral creature? He's
Leaf is gonna attempt to climb the man.
All All right, he's got all right. One down for log climbing.
Yeah.
And Leaf is then just going to put their whole hand pressed against the clipboard and just start mushing dirt into it.
That to me screams obstacle course. So we got log climbing and obstacle course for a little feral dude over here. Anything else for you, buddy?
They're going to give him a big old sharp toothy smile and then just randomly point somewhere on the clipboard.
All right, you just pointed to another contestant's name, but I'll assume you meant well, now I can't. I'll put you down for a mystery.
I'll deal with it later. Anyway.
Leaf does a sick ass backflip off of their shoulders.
Nice.
Cool. How about you, little kid? You got the obstacle course. Anything else?
Yeah. What's the shell game?
The shell game. I'm sure you're familiar with this street game where there's a dude, he's got 3 shells, he's got a little pebble under him, and he mixes them around, and you gotta guess which one is which. This is like that, but a little more competitive. You gotta be the first one to find it every time he does it.
I'll do that.
All right. Shell game. Anything else for you?
Doreen definitely doesn't think she'll be good at anything else. But what were they again?
Archery, battle royale, obstacle course, drinking contest, eating contest, shell game, log climbing, and power word display.
Oh, Doreen wants to do the drinking contest.
Oh,
all right.
No!
I see absolutely no problem with that. And he puts you down.
Ooh, sorry, 1 second.
And he's like jots that down on the clipboard, and he's like, well, unless you guys want to do any extra superlative contests, go right on in, enjoy the festival. Your names will be called when it's time for each contest. Enjoy.
Thank you.
He lets you all wander in.
Opix also says thank you.
So you guys walk down like the kind of aisle where the people are like walking and like stopping to look at like different like vendors and buy things. You smell the foods, you smell the drinks, you see the wares. A little ways in, it starts to change from strictly vendors to now there's like different like kind of arenas, and you can see they're not like each competition doesn't have just one. There's like different one. Like there's like you see like 3 different archery places. You see like 2 battle royale areas, and like so on. There's at least 4 different log climbings that you can see immediately.
Ooh.
And then there's also. Wait, no, never mind. I already said that. There's like people selling random trinkets and doodads.
Do you like trinkets and doodads?
You guys, if you'd like, you can look around. There's not really much outside of the contest stuff, but if you'd like to look around, that's fine.
Are there plants around or animals?
There's you're walking on grass, so there's that. There's a few like tiny trees kind of scattered here and there in between the different booths. And there's, of course, your occasional wildflower. As for animals, you don't really see many, other than like a mouse every now and then. There's a few birds flying overhead. You hear the baying of a donkey, but you don't know where it's coming from.
Leaf is gonna watch the wildflowers intensely to make sure that they don't get stepped on, and if someone comes near to them, they are going to attack them. Not like full on. They're gonna like hiss and scratch and probably try to bite their ankles.
Okay. Yeah, that's going on, and definitely getting a lot of stares for that one.
All right. Oh, sorry. You go. You go.
Doreen is gonna ignore whatever is happening with the plants there, and they're trying to find some food to spin the coin on.
Okay. Yeah, there's different booths. There's one that's got like like turkey legs. There's one that's got various sandwiches. There's one that's selling like ice cream, and then one that's selling like a weird hot liquid that you can't like quite tell what it is, but it comes in like a big mug.
Doreen's gonna get a turkey leg, get prepped for that drinking contest.
All right,
Thinking.
good.
It's probably hot beer.
Oh. Opix is looking at the little plant guy, little guy, and she's keeping her distance, and she's whipping out the paper and pen to draw them. Do I have to roll to how good the drawing is?
Yeah, I believe we did do that because you did this at one point.
Oh yeah, I was horrible. Okay.
Artist is a dexterity
Artist
skill.
is dexterity. Let's see what I got. What do we got? I have it, but I have no plus anything.
Okay, that's fine. You just roll 2d10.
Okay. Oh, where's my d10? Oh no. Help. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. Do I have to? You said 2d10. Does that mean I roll it twice?
Yeah, and add the numbers.
Okay. I got a 6.
Total?
Yeah.
Between the two? Like 2 plus 4 type deal?
Yeah.
Alright, you draw like just a stick figure with like sharp teeth and angry eyes. That's what you draw next to like a flower that's like not proportional.
Leaf is gonna try to use stealth to take a peek at Opal's drawing.
Alright, you roll stealth and then
Oh.
Oh.
I rolled a nat 10.
Oh.
cool. Do you have that skill?
I don't.
Ah, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, sorry, Grace, you don't get to roll to look.
That's okay.
Yeah, you are completely undetected. Opix is so absorbed in her masterpiece that she doesn't even realize you've moved away from your original spot and have crept up behind her.
Leaf is gonna like get like basically on Opix's shoulders
Mhm.
and like point at the picture. Me.
She's like,
Big toothy grin.
oh, Opix is just like absolutely distraught. All of her skills that led up to this moment completely failed her. She says, "Oh, and okay." And when that happens, she's like, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, it is you. Do you want it?"
Leaf takes it and eats it.
Take that as a yes.
Tasty.
And Ellen, you have returned and witnessed this with your turkey leg.
I don't think Doreen really knows what to do in this moment. I think she's just kind of staring, kind of eating.
Opix wants to really, really badly pat their head. Like she's like fighting the urge, but she wants to. Her hand is slowly raising.
Leaf's tail is like flitting behind them, and they're watching Doreen's turkey leg very intently.
I'm gonna move it like a little bit to the side and then to the other side and see if their eyes following it.
Their eyes follow.
I'm gonna break off a little piece, toss it over.
Wow.
Leaf is going to jump for the turkey leg and try to bite it out of the air.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Bastard. I'm trying to get
Do you want to?
Yes.
I like the challenge.
All right.
Fails.
Do gymnastics. Then
7.
7.
Jesus.
Yeah, you catch it, but you don't land super gracefully. You just kind of like plop down.
Yeah. Leaf catches it, plops down on the ground a little bit harder than they probably anticipated, but it kind of rolls around in the dirt while they're pulling apart the little piece of meat.
You good, buddy?
Ooh, Opix is like, ooh.
This was more of like a we can't leave this thing in the wild sort of deal, not a oh you're cool, come hang out with us situation.
This was a cry for help.
It was like, oh, we found something that should not be like just hanging around. We need to keep an eye on this.
Left to its own devices, it probably also followed you guys,
That
whether you liked it or not.
OPEX wants to befriend them, but she's trying, but she's nervous. She really wants to.
over all the noise, there's no seeming source, but you guys hear would contestants for the battle royale please make your way to stage 4.
OPEX sighs. All right, I'ma head out.
Good luck.
Thank
Is
you.
Opix part of the battle royale?
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right.
Doreen's gonna
Maybe
go
we're
find
gonna
a seat.
follow Opix. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Aw.
Just you guys will not be doing things simultaneously for my own sake, so you can watch if you'd like.
OPEX would love the company.
Leaper's gonna watch.
Okay.
It's just a
So
small wave.
Opix, you make your way to stage 4 where there's people gathered and like in a line going into like a sort of closed off like tent area. And you get in line, you wait your turn, you get to the front. Person's like, all right, go in the tent, strip, put your gear in a case, put on the armor provided, grab a wooden weapon of your choice, and make your way in.
She blinks. Okay.
All right, next.
All right.
You make your way in, you see a bunch of like, mostly dudes, but also plenty of women around, stripping completely naked. Some of them don't need to be that naked. They have underwear, but you see them take it off anyways.
Oh, she just.
And they like open up like a sort of locker kind of deal. That's got like a set of like basic like cotton clothing and leather armor in it for you to put on. And then they
All
make
right.
their way like farther down the tent. You
All right.
find a random locker and you begin to do your thing.
All right. Opix, looks around. She widens her eyes and then she shuffles her way to a locker, far away from people. Is there a side in this building, in this little tent?
It is like one straight passage with lockers on either side.
Okay, I understand now. All right, so she chooses the locker near the very, I guess, end.
Where all the people are walking towards? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I meant.
Like, people are, like, walking in your direction as they, like, get all their stuff on, and they have to, like, wait a little bit before they're allowed in. So you've got a
Literally
good, like,
nightmare fuel.
you've got a good,
Oh,
like,
no.
audience.
No!
Oh.
No, she notices this, and then she turns around, and she goes towards the front.
Okay.
Like the closest.
Closer to the front, there's, people around, but they're all doing their own thing, so they don't really care to look in your direction.
Perfect. She likes this much better. All right, so she strips. All right.
Yeah.
Not even taken out to dinner first. Okay, so she strips.
Okay, you get changed into your spare clothes and armor that were provided, and you get in line. You walk in. You get to the end of the tent. Someone like stops you. And he's like, "Got anything on you?
Anything like what? Like, what do
Anything
you
not
mean?
allowed. You're only allowed to bring in the armor provided and the clothing provided. Do you have anything else on your person at this time?"
She sweats. Wait. Aren't you supposed to take everything off and put it in the locker? Does that include all the gadgets and the things that she has?
Yep.
Okay. Is there what is the punishment for having something on you?
Ma'am, did you bring stuff with you and not put it in the locker?
I don't think so. Everything seems to be pretty clear as far as I know.
If you walk through this opening with something on your person that's not supposed to be, bad things will happen to you. This is your last chance to put anything in the locker.
It's just like, all right. Let me. I don't even know what she put. Okay, I don't even know what she has on her.
Dragon mask, bone whip, gauntlet.
Yeah.
Grace,
I
did
feel
you
like that would be
decide
obvious.
while you were like putting your stuff up to
Yes,
keep
yes,
anything
yes,
in your
yes.
pocket?
No.
It's simple.
I'm sorry. I didn't know know if I had to describe it. I didn't know.
No,
if
you
I
didn't
had
have
be
to. It's just
clear.
when you were asked the question, you had to make
I'm
up your mind. Did you want to
nervous.
try and sneak something
No.
in or not?
No.
No? Okay.
No, a single wooden meat pie.
A single wooden meat pie.
A single wooden meat pie.
Okay. So you say, no, you've got nothing on you. And the dude's like, all right, go through. And you walk through the opening, and nothing happens. You're now in a much smaller area that's got, like, rows of, like, different wooden weapons. There's, like, wooden spears, clubs, wooden swords, wooden daggers, a different array of wooden items, or not items, weapons for you to choose from. What would you like your weapon to be?
I will go for wooden daggers. How many am I allowed to get?
You are allowed a maximum of 2 weapons.
She grabs 2 daggers.
2 daggers, all right. Grab 2 daggers, and you follow the rest of the people who have their weapons out into, like, a decent-sized, like, sort of, like, stadium. Around, like, the fighting area that's, like, fenced in is around the size of, like, the sand part of a baseball field, if that makes sense.
All right.
And there's, like, stands all around on, like, the 3 sides that
Ooh.
are facing in.
Okay.
And you see, like, people are lined up against each of the 3 sides with the stands, like, waiting. And you go fall in with one and wait for the rest of the contestants to get in. There's about 30 of you.
Okay.
You guys get settled. The crowd starts to die down, and a man rises from the center. It's the same man with the clipboard from before. And he says,
Oh.
"Welcome to the Battle Royale." And the crowd goes wild. He's like, "We've got some excellent contestants today. Hope to see some blood. Begin!" And he sinks back into the ground. And people just charge in and start beating the shit out of each other.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
What do you do?
Opix is watching. She is looking, and is there anywhere she can, like, stand behind briefly to just watch what the hell's going on?
The only things in the stadium that's inbound is the dirt ground, the people, and that's it. There's no, like,
Okay.
obstacles or, like, even debris
Okay.
on the ground.
Okay. Opix is strictly on defense. She is bobbing and weaving, and honestly, she's waiting to see if enough people will kill each other that she can just fight 1 or 2 people. That is pretty much where she's at.
So are you, like, trying to hide?
Yeah,
Kinda?
she's trying
Alright.
to just lay low.
Alright, go ahead and roll stealth for me.
Oh no. Okay, which?
That's an agility skill.
Okay.
I love Opix. Did she enter a battle royale thinking she wasn't gonna have to fight anyone?
She entered it thinking that it was gonna be like maybe a 1-on-1, and then she realized she saw 30 people charging. I don't know.
What do you think a battle royale means?
I don't fucking know, dude. She was like, you know what? I could, like, she thought she was gonna bring her stuff with her, like her bone whip and her fucking gauntlet. She's like, oh, okay, I can fuck someone up, and they're like, no, and she's like, oh.
Yeah. You thought.
She's like, oh no. So which dice do I roll?
Do you have the skill?
No, only martial arts and gymnastics.
1d10, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with Opix's gear, I think she's kind of like a god of death at this point. She can throw a spear and go teleport wherever she wants. Return the spear to her, use a bone whip to attack your bones,
Yeah.
a dragon mask to breathe fire on you, and then gauntlets to rip you to shreds barehandedly.
That's true. Well, her mask can also make her fly, so that would have been great to sneak.
Opix, honestly, with all the
She's
gear she
really
has
good.
and her ability, is stupid fucking broken and doesn't do much about it.
She literally has all this power. She's like, "What's good? I want snacks." Like she gets fucking.
She's a flower princess, god of death.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So happy. Okay, let me roll the dice. Oh, brother. My girl got a 9!
You got a 9? Alright, yeah, you go, like, for most of the fighting, like, unnoticed. You're, like, kind of just going around, like, the outskirts of it. You got your daggers drawn, and you're like in a defensive stance, but like no one seems to notice you. They're too focused on whacking the shit out of each other.
Nice.
Until it's down to about 5 people, and they're all just kind of like standing there, like breathing heavy, looking at each other, and then they notice you. And now, like, everyone's eyeing each other, waiting for someone to make the first move. Would you like to make the first move?
No, Opex's eyes is wide. They're looking at them too. She's like, "What's good?" She's like, "I'm not gonna do it." She's like, All
right.
Yeah, I'm standing here.
The first move is made by someone to your right, like the closest person to you to your right. They have a spear. They like super fast, like dart at you and thrust their spear towards you.
Oh! Dodge!
Dodge? Okay. Would you like to do a regular dodge or dodge with a skill?
Maybe dodge with a skill if I have one.
All right. What skills do you have?
I have martial arts.
That could work.
And gymnastic, but I think I'll choose martial arts. That has a +1.
Okay. So for that, roll 1d10.
Okay.
2 times, and then tell me, what you get.
Okay. Not starting off strong.
What was that one?
2.
2?
2.
Okay.
Shit. No. Oh shit! It keeps falling off my desk. Stop falling off my desk. Oh, okay. Second one's 7.
7? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You take a spear to the gut.
What? Even with oh no! Even with my +1 martial arts.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they like it like knocks you down like back a little and like knocks that air out of you. And they like step back and then go to like whack you from the side with it when they're hit in the head with a wooden sword that like knocks them the fuck out instantly. It's like a big, like 2-handed, like great sword size type thing.
Opix is like seeing that sword come down.
And they lift it over their heads to smash you with it.
Okay. I need your girl to roll. I need her to move. What do I gotta do?
You could do a regular dodge, or you can use another skill to either like try to block or dodge out of the way with it.
Okay, I have a very ballsy thing.
Okay.
I may have to ask about first before you even doing. Okay. So to use her ability, does she need to touch something?
No. There has to be a man-made object within 30 feet of you, and you will switch places with it. Okay.
Is this person that has the great sword, is there anything like on them that could
with the great sword?
I was gonna switch places with the great sword, but I feel like that's a terrible idea.
You can.
Hit you into the great sword.
Yeah, he's gonna smash me into the fucking ground because it's mid.
Alright, well, here's what happened. If you could switch places with any of the wooden weapons or any of the like leather breastplates that people are wearing. If you switch places with a breastplate, you end up like koalaing them. Like you teleport and you're like hanging off of their body.
Can I please do that?
Well, hang on. If you switch places with any of the weapons, sorry, something fell. If you switch places with any of the weapons, you will teleport to where the weapon was, but they won't be holding you. You will just be in the same general like space that the weapon was occupying.
All right, actually, it's like I want to switch places with his left shoulder plate.
Well, there's no left shoulder plate. It's just leather breastplates.
Oh, leather breastplate. Okay. I'm gonna switch places with. Oh, it's funny. It's so funny. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna switch places with his leather breastplate. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So you do that, and the breastplate vanishes from his body and ends up where you were, and you appear like wrapped around him, like your face like just under his chin. And it like throws him off for a second. He like stumbles forward, and then he like notices what happened, and he brings the like butt of the sword down on your head.
Come on, man.
And you take a solid 4 damage to your head.
All right.
Are you wearing a helmet?
Nope.
Do we get helmets? Okay. All right.
Wait,
How many helmets head health do I normally have?
I believe
8. to
8,
the
yeah.
head.
Okay, so I have 4. Okay. Is there any way in Opix's super she can fucking stab the shit out of his throat because she's literally close to him?
Well, what
Wait.
happened was he hit you in the head, and that like rattled you, and you dropped.
God damn it! I can't do anything.
So you can either land on your feet and go for a
Okay.
counter, or
Okay.
fall on your ass. And how we're gonna decide that is with gymnastics.
Okay, gymnastics. All right, I believe in my
Woo.
girl. I believe.
You got this.
Stand on her feet. She's ready for a counter. Blades ready. Okay, what do I gotta roll? D10.
Yeah. Do you have the skill?
I do have gymnastics. Yes.
All right, 2d10 plus your modifier.
Okay. Yeah, starting off good. Starting off good. Starting off strong. I was gonna say if a girl dies in the side story, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, not pissed, but just it would be unfortunate.
I feel like you probably can't die in a wooden sword battle royale.
That's true. I'm thinking it's life or death, you know. Okay, plus the modifier. Okay, I don't have a modifier for gymnastics, but my total for the 2d10 is, can I do basic math? 17.
17. Okay, yeah, you
Yes.
land on your feet, and go ahead and roll swordsmanship for your dagger attack.
Okay. I don't have a mod, but is it also d10?
Yes.
Okay, is it just once?
Do you have the skill?
No. I
Yes,
have
just
martial
one.
arts.
It's just one.
Okay. I got an 8.
You got an 8? Alright, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Where are you aiming? You got 2, so you can hit
Yes.
2 spots.
I got 2 spots?
You got 2.
What are my 2 spots?
Up to you.
I'm assuming it's throat. Because she's gonna go like, I don't know how to describe what she's doing. I literally just did it in front of you, like as if you could see it, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah, no, she fucking goes for the throat like quickly, like she's like,
Like both of them forward into his throat. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the wrong thing. Gotta roll.
Maybe that'll at least stun him if it won't.
What did you roll? The 17?
I did roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, for swordsmanship?
Yeah.
I rolled 8 for swordsmanship because.
You rolled an 8?
Yeah, so you're talking about what I just rolled or what I rolled previously with the 2d10?
No, what you just rolled.
Yeah, so that was 8 because I did the 1.
Oh, okay, might be. Yeah. So you like shoot forward with your 2 daggers, and like right at the last second, he's gone. He's disappeared from your sight, and you kind of like jump forward and like almost like you were diving up like at him, and you like land and you turn and you see he like kind of like jumped to his right and is now like on like one knee from like his dodge. And you can see behind him the other 3 contestants are still fighting each other.
Okay. What does this guy look like?
He's big. He's real fucking big. He's got that great
Okay.
sword, so you know he's a big dude. Which is why you had to, jump up to try and get his neck.
So,
Did you say something?
I said seduce him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
fucking children.
So
dude, I'm
he's
trying to work
big.
on that.
He's big. He's very muscular and like lean, and he's got like a shaved head.
Okay.
So he's a Nazi.
Why doesn't shaved head mean Nazi? I didn't even say he was white, dude.
he could be a person of color.
Like, it's kind of weird that that's where your mind goes. You hang around a lot of Nazis, Will?
Surprisingly, not like full-fledged Nazis.
All right,
but,
we're not.
like,
I don't want to hear
For
about
my
your Nazi
boyfriend to
friends,
be a
Will.
Nazi.
I work with construction guys who aren't down with the colored folk.
Ooh, so I definitely
Enlightened
should show up
individuals,
to work randomly.
gotcha.
I absolutely show up to your work randomly. I absolutely should. I'm hearing green flags. I should go.
Anyways, so that's the dude. He's big,
Okay,
muscular, with a shaved head.
All right.
What's his
Okay.
skin color?
His skin color?
It's very important.
He's Asian as fuck. How's that?
Awesome, bro. All right.
Dope.
All right.
Let's see. All right, so he's gonna like from his like sort of like kneel crouch position, shoot forward at you and swing at you with the greatsword again from the side.
Okay. Okay. Your girl grabs her meat pie. Okay. She grabs it. Okay, and okay, is it possible for her to chuck it over him?
Not chuck, but you can do like a quick like throw.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna need you to do a roll for that.
Okay. Is any traits or skills?
Accurate.
I have accurate.
What you as the skill accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
do you
a
have
+1
any
mod.
traits?
I do. I have lucky.
Okay.
I don't know if that means anything. Focused, good eye, and stubborn.
Okay.
That's really, yeah.
So, I think because this isn't like you're aiming somewhere or trying to throw very hard. The thing that makes this difficult is you're trying to do something very fast. So I'm trying to think of what that skill would be. I think martial arts is what I'm going to settle on.
Okay.
So roll martial arts for me.
Gotcha. And I do. So because I have a skill for it, I roll it once and then add a mod.
If you have the skill, you roll it twice and add the mod.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. That's doing good. Total is 15.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
So yeah, he charges at you with a sideways swing. You're able to like whip out your secret meat pie and like throw it like over his head and behind him and like teleport just in the nick of time to dodge his swipe.
Can I knock him out with a dagger? Like can I do that? As I'm falling? Is it aligned where if she's falling?
The combination of him charging forward and you being in the air means you won't be able to land on top of him. But if you roll well enough in gymnastics, you can jump and then try to hit him. Like after you land.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, roll gymnastics.
Okay, I got a mod for gymnastics because I knew my girl wasn't gonna be a big offensive fighter, so she had to know how to like slink around. All right, what I get, homie? All right. Oh, this is my lucky dice. Oh, yes. Please don't fall off the table. Try again. Okay. And I have gymnastic, and I have okay. So far it is 15 again.
15 again? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So you do land, and you jump forward and roll swordsmanship for your attacking.
Okay, and that's just a D10. I don't have a skill for it.
One
so
D10
just one
for
D10.
it.
Okay. I don't have anyone to blow on it. Okay. Oh no! I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh no!
Okay.
This wouldn't happen if she had her fucking bone whip. What?
So you did great with your you gracefully landed and immediately sprang forward to attack him. But you were very overzealous, if that makes any sense. You were super excited about this attack because you were like, this is great. And you just sailed right over him with your slash.
And I butchered it.
No, you missed completely. And because you missed so spectacularly, he had the chance to kind of twist his body and whack you in the stomach with his sword hard enough to you're midair and he's swinging kind of upwards with it. Uh-huh. You go kind of flying through the air and land a good 30 feet away.
Oh god! All right. Is the leaf boy there? Is the leaf the androgynous baby there?
You see Leaf and Doreen in the stands, kind of closest to you. How are you guys reacting to this?
Leaf is ecstatic. Leaf's eyes are huge, and they're sitting on the edge of the stands, they're itching to get in on this.
All right.
You got this.
Opix just puts a thumbs up, face in the dirt, hurting, brother. Oh, okay. Since I'm 30 feet away. Oh, sorry, you go.
Can Leaf try to use their power word on the guy fighting Opix?
There are no open wounds for your power word to be effective.
Damn. All right. Leaf does not try anything.
Okay.
Oh, Opix can if Opix just bit him, maybe.
So Opix, you're pretty dazed. You're like kind of close to passing out due to like
That's
just
fair.
like pain.
That's fair.
You can see the big dude with the sword kind of like walking towards you. And like kind of hazily, you can see the last person from like the other fight that was going on hurl a spear because he's got two spears. He flings one of them and it nails this fucker in the head.
Oh,
Like
damn.
like it hits him so hard the spear cracks and you can like he drops.
Oh.
And then the spear dude finds like another spear on the ground, picks up. He's got two spears again, and he starts walking towards you. By this point,
no.
like as he approaches, you've had enough time to like get up and kind of recover. You've grabbed your daggers, which had fallen out of your hands when you landed,
That's fair.
and you get yourself in like a stance ready as this dude walks up, and he's something else. He's like super like skinny and lean, but like in that way that's like scary.
Oh, so
If that makes sense. Like you can see like he's got like muscles and they're like small but like tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that yoga strength,
Yeah.
you know.
And he's
Gotcha.
and he's got like long like back like towards like down his back length hair and like red eyes, and he's just like
Ooh.
walking calmly
he
towards you.
crazy.
He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's broken a sweat throughout this entire thing.
Oh Lord, no!
He's a bigger fish.
Opix is sweating. Huh?
Seduce him.
I don't have any you know what? Fuck it. Opix is tired. Opix is hungry. She didn't grab a snack before she came in here like an idiot. She's regretting signing up, but she's looking at this guy. Maybe she'll try to could she try?
You can try
talking to
flirting.
him? I could try flirting. Let's try flirting. What
All
do I
right.
gotta do?
Flirting is a charisma skill if you have a charisma modifier.
I don't, but all I have is lucky, and I don't think that means anything.
It might, depending on how you roll. Roll 1d10 for me.
It means you're gonna get lucky.
She fucking needs it, bro. I really hope. I swear to God, she has been betrayed, thrown. She's been through the work. Oh my God!
You got a 9?
I got a 9, please.
You got a 9.
I did.
Okay. What do you say? He's like approaching you with his spears, looking menacing.
Oh no, I get anxious when I flirt. I get very flustered.
Does Opix get very flustered?
No,
Yeah.
she's fucking smooth as hell. She really is. So smooth that I definitely don't need to go to Google and find a pickup line. That's awesome. I definitely don't need that. Okay, so no. This is gonna be the dumbest thing ever. Okay, so she gets up, she lowers her eyelids, and she's like, "Do you fight here often?"
He was approaching you when you like kind of like did that, and he like stops. He's about like 5 feet from you, and he like kind of lowers his spears to like where they're like completely relaxed, and he's like looking at you, and like you can see like the words kind of don't like track for him. He's like, I don't know what that means, but that eyelid thing. So you've completely stopped him in his tracks. What would you like to do?
Got game. All right.
Like he is definitely not going to make the first move now. He is.
Aw.
He's at least curious about you enough to stop from hurting you for now.
All right. Okay, Opix is like, well, I don't want to hurt this guy, which defeats the whole purpose of a battle royale. She's like, okay. She's looking at him, and she's like, and she just saunters around, and she's just like, well, it's like, maybe after this fight, maybe we can get to know each other a little more.
He's like, I think I'd like that.
No! That's really fucking wholesome. Why? Okay. And she's just like, and she smiles and she bats her eyelashes. And she's like,
Mm.
I'd like that too. Okay, here's what I'm gonna figure. Okay, so here's what I have to make a plan. I am tied between like her being like, all right, either she can pretend to be taken down and it's fine, or he can pretend to be taken down and then she's like, I'll treat you to like a drink and dinner and we can we can chill. We can we can get to know each other. I don't know how well he's gonna respond to that. That's why I'm scared. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'd never do this. I'd never do this in real life. I would be so fucking terrified. Are you kidding me? Okay, so she looks at him and then she just walks like around him.
He's kind of like
then,
following you with his like eyes and head, but he's not really like doing full body turns.
That sounds about right. And she's like, I gotta be honest with you. I completely forgot what she was gonna say in this very moment.
We're gonna ask him to take a dive, and then she's gonna treat him to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say that to him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, for that one, you're gonna need to do persuasion.
Oh, all right, Lady Luck.
Wait,
Luck,
hang on. Side. Is that a skill? I thought it was a skill.
Is it a skill?
I guess debate would be the correlation.
Okay.
I don't see persuasion, which I thought there was.
I should have given her some fucking charisma. I knew it. I'm gonna do that. I have one more fail. Wait, I have one more success to equal a new trait. I might, if I get another success. Wait, did I get a success throughout this whole thing? No, wait, no, it's not. Oh.
Your flirting was successful.
Okay, so okay, your girl's gonna get charisma one day.
Can we level up during one-shots or no?
That's a good question. I was just about to ask.
No.
Just for the one-shots?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that's going to be like... I don't want to say yes because of the chance of forgetting to like take it away and not realizing it, and then you go on the rest of your the normal campaign with it. And
Yeah. Let's not worry about it then.
I've just been not saving my sheets when I close the webpage.
Okay, yeah, you could do it that way.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't save.
Okay, I won't save it. So which one would be best for this situation? Did you say debate?
Yeah.
Can your girl get a debate as a skill?
Do you have enough points?
I have. Wait, how many do you need?
2.
2 points.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking stacked. Yeah.
All right. You've got debate. Roll it twice.
Yay. Okay, what's the first one? All right, I got 7.
Okay.
Are you falling off the table? Okay, second one. All right, I got 5.
7 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's like, that's really tempting. You're something else. You know that? You're gorgeous and very charismatic from what I can tell. But I want to win more than I'd like to date you. I'm very sorry about that. And he lunges straight at you with one of the spears.
Oh, she's like, oh! She's like scrolling. She's like, no! Damn it. Okay, dodge. How do I...
You want to do a normal dodge or do you want to use a skill?
I'm going to use a skill. What can I use? Can I use... Does it matter? Can I use martial arts or gymnastics? Which one would be... Those are the 2 I got.
That's up to you, really. You can use martial arts to, like, if you want to, like, use your daggers to kind of, like, block it and jump away, or you can use acrobatics to just do a straight, like, jump away, or gymnastics.
I'll use martial arts, because I have a mod for that.
Okay.
One for that. Alright. Flirting failed. First one is 4.
Okay.
Second one is... What is that? Oh, I thought it was 9, but it's a 6. It's okay. Second one's 6.
Right.
And then +1.
+1. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not enough, and
God damn it.
you try to dodge out of the way, but you're not quite fast enough, and he cracks you right on your left shoulder.
Oh,
And
fuck me.
it's a hard hit. This dude was moving fast when he
Oh,
lunged at you.
Fuck me.
Uh,
Alright.
And it like spins you around and like knocks you to the ground, and it's really fucking hurting. It might be dislocated, honestly.
Oh, God. Alright. Opix is holding her shoulder. She's like... She's like, oh, we have something good.
He's pointing both his spears like right at you, and he's like from above you, and he's like, if you submit now, you can take second place. I don't want to keep hurting you.
Opix is like, fair enough. She's like, yeah, I'll take it.
All right. After you say that, the man with the clipboard rises up from the center of the stadium again, and he goes, "How was that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you like the show?" And the crowd goes fucking nuts. They were loving that. That was probably the best battle royale they've seen in years. I mean, it had drama, it had action, it had romance, it had disaster, tragedies. It was everything for them.
What'd you say?
Betrayal.
Betrayal, yeah.
A perfect soap opera.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, and the dude with a clipboard is kind of like walking around all the unconscious bodies and people just kind of sort of just now waking up. He walks up to the two of you and he's like, "You did great. Jackson, you move on to the final tournament. Congrats, buddy. Opix, you got one in the bag. Go on, get in the tent, heal yourself up. Have a beer on me. What do you say?" And he like helps you up and he's like, "Get in there, kiddo." And then he sinks back into the ground.
Alright, Opix like she's hurting. She's like getting up.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot. Do you have to be in first place to move on, or do you have to be within
First or
three?
second place gets you 1 point towards the final battle thing.
Okay, well, she gets up, and your boy, the one with the long hair, his name is Jackson.
Yeah.
All right, she's like, "Good fighting out there, Jackson." She's
He's like,
away.
he like blushes a little, and he's like, "Oh, thanks."
Aw, I'm determined to befriend this guy. This guy's gonna be determined.
Oh, he doesn't want to be friends.
Oh,
He wants
well,
to
never
be
mind
friends
then.
with benefits.
Yeah,
That's true.
He wants to slip his thing into your thing.
His
Opix-
long sword into your guts.
All right, Opix is kind of down for that though. She's not afraid.
Whoa!
Oh,
Opix trying to fuck.
Listen,
That's life, girl.
she doesn't. She's like, all right. She's like, yeah.
You get to the tent. There's a man there who's like, "I was told to give you this," and he hands you a pint of beer.
Ooh.
As you start sipping, it's really hot, which is like kind of off-putting for you. But as you're sipping it, the warmth kind of like flows through your body, and you can feel like the bruises and aches and like stuff that you were feeling from the different injuries you sustained sort of kind of melt away.
Nice. She's like, "Ah, that's so nice." Takes a sip. It's so nice.
You walk back into the locker room tent, and so many naked people. Like people have took all their like armor and stuff off, and then decided they want to socialize a little. So you're walking through a lot of naked people to get back towards the front where your locker is.
It's just like, "Pardon me, excuse me." Excuse me.
What was that? Oh, like, oh, congratulations,
like,
sir.
Congratulations, sir. Pretty much. She's like, "Oh, nice." Like it's not. It's platonic. Like it's
yeah,
not,
like wow, nice cock, dude.
Like no, like honestly, that's pretty much the energy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, that's nice. She's just trying to get back to her locker. She really is trying.
Yeah, you get back to your locker and get your stuff without any like incident. And you step outside to find Doreen and Leaf there, waiting for you.
Yay! I walk up to. She walks up to them. And she's like, "Wait, how my shoulder? Is it like fucking? Is my arm limp? Like
No, you're fine now.
It?
The beer fixed everything.
That's right. Oh
Yeah.
God! All right, I walk up to them. She's like, "How'd you like that?"
you did so good.
Leaf.
And you've got a new man.
She's like, "I kind of do, don't I?" Oh.
So are you gonna go find him? You gonna see him later?
She's like, most likely.
Oh.
Leaf, what are you doing during this?
Lee's just got like thumbs up, and then after that, they kind of just like their heads kind of lolling about, and they're just playing with their tail.
Aw, Opix is like, I'm so terrified of you, but you're so cute. I don't know how to feel.
You guys are like doing this little gathering thing, and you hear the same like deal as before. Loud voice over all the noise, but no discernible source says, "Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the obstacle course. If you are participating, please make your way to stage 7." And all 3 of you are in the obstacle course, actually.
Oh yeah, we're together. Let's go.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Leaf just follows the group. Leaf makes no effort to actually go to the obstacle course. They're just following Doreen and Opix.
You guys get there, and not Dorian, Opix, you're very familiar with this sort of setup where the group of people in line waiting to go in. There's lockers on either side of a pretty decent sized, like kind of hallway sort of deal. And the guy at the front of the tent says, "Get in there, strip, put all your belongings in the locker, and put on the clothes provided."
Opix nods.
Yeah.
She's like, I already
Doreen
know.
goes in, but before she does, she gives the finished bone from the turkey leg to Leaf.
Leaf eats the finished bone in like 2 bites, like crunches it 1, 2,
Oh, God.
swallow.
Oh,
The-
God.
no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Before you guys are like go into the tent, the man like puts his hand out and like stops it to him. He's like, kids have a different tent. Go in to this tent and then turn right. There should be a separate area. Don't want, weird things happening." And then he sees the bone thing and he's like, "Except I don't think that thing's a kid. That they can do whatever they wants."
Opix is
While
like,
pointing at Leaf.
So Leaf and Doreen are going Doreen and Opix are going in opposite directions then.
Yes. And Leaf has been deemed a non-person.
He doesn't know what to do.
So,
I'm gonna roll a D4. Odds, Leaf goes with Opix. Even, Leaf goes with Doreen.
Okay.
That's a 4.
All right.
So Leaf goes with Doreen.
Okay. Doreen, you are the only child in the separate changing room.
nice.
Not a
And
lot of
Leaf.
kids entering these tournaments.
That's
Leaf
crazy. A bunch of little bitches.
they don't do drinking contests. They don't do this. Oh my
Yeah.
God, bitch.
That's
Opix.
crazy.
This one is a little different sort of ratio in your locker room.
Okay.
Whereas in the last one, it was a majority of like large, burly men with a few like strong women sprinkled in here and there. This one is a completely opposite sort of deal. It is mostly like small women with a few like smaller dudes like sort of in there.
Okay. it's Jackson.
Jackson is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, good. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. All right. All right.
Did you think I was gonna have him staring at you?
No, I just didn't know because you said small, and I'm like, well, he was small, I suppose.
That is true. I did describe him that way.
So I had to double check. I don't know.
That's fair. I respect.
All right. Everyone, I'm assuming everyone looks pretty chill. Opix chooses a locker. That's pretty,
They don't look chill. Everyone looks very serious and like kind of in the zone. Like it's very
All right.
quiet. It's a different sort of vibe from the last one. The last one was like loud and boisterous. People like joking around, like pre-football game sort of locker room type deal. This one is like very quiet and focused.
All right. She's like she checks, she reads the room.
Mm-hmm.
She nods and she chooses a locker and she's silent and she goes ahead and she strips and she changes into her respective uniform,
Right.
whatever is provided.
It's just like a very like tight black sort of it feels like sort of polyester type thing where it's like kind of
cool.
clinging to your body and it's like made for like speed and discretion.
Oh, cool. Oh, she's like, this is what I'm talking about. And she holds it up. Butt ass naked, holds it up. She's like, this is it. This is what I want.
The girl at the locker next to you is like, pretty cool, right? And she's completely fucking nude. Hasn't even like opened her locker yet. She just stripped and started standing around.
She's like, Opix is like, yes. She does not. She's unfazed. She's like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Adrena. I'm super fucking stoked. This is my 5th year competing. Hopefully I won't get last again.
Oh. Well, Opix looks at her and she's like, oh, I hope you don't too.
Oh, thanks, man. Good luck. And she smacks you on the ass and walks away naked.
Opix is just like, well, she looks at her and she's just like, that's not the worst interaction I've ever had.
Opix is getting so much attention.
I know, I'm kind of shook.
I don't have like Rorix to put these weird situations
I
onto,
know.
and I can't put it on Doreen.
Opix, I'm living for it, you know.
Doreen, you get changed into yours without any troubles. Leaf, what are you doing about it?
Does Leaf see Doreen taking their clothes off?
Doreen, do you hide or do you just do it?
I think Doreen just does it. I think she kind of thinks of it like getting undressed in front of your like cat or something.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks.
I think she just does it.
Yeah, Leaf is gonna see Doreen doing that, and Leaf doesn't look like they're really wearing clothes. Their clothes look to kind of be maybe a part of them. Maybe not. Maybe it's just plants growing on them. But Leaf starts like peeling. And when I say peeling, I mean like ripping things off of themselves.
Ugh.
So like there are like these, like it looks like they're growing bark on their skin, on around their shoulders, and like they take their fingers and they've got really long fingernails, almost like talons, and just like dig it under the bark and start like peeling it off, and like this green kind of goo, almost like plant sap, like peels off with it, and then like it's back onto Leaf, and then like kind of closes up. And that kind of happens with all of the vines and flowers and kind of things that are growing on them. And then it's kind of like a pinky green body with like nondescript. They're pretty smooth. Except for their hair. Their hair is still like viney and like little tufts of fur kind of sticking out of it with like pink and yellow flowers. And they kind of just stare at Doreen, kind of looking for instruction.
Well, I don't know if you had to do that, but here you go. You can put this uniform on now, I guess, and I just give them a uniform to put over their pink rat-like body.
They kind of fight with it. Doesn't look like they want to wear it, and like a few times they're like trying to put the shirt on, but their head keeps coming through the armhole, and they just kind of can't figure it out.
I try to help them.
Just a second.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Leaf kind of fights you with it, but kind of accepts it after a little while. But they don't look comfortable in leather. They seem...
It's not leather. It is not leather.
Either way, they seem displeased in regular clothing.
Would it be better if you put the vines back on?
They look at the pile of like green mush and bark and flowers and plants longingly. But they also look back at you and your pile of clothing and is like, Sam?
Oh, they just want a match.
Oh, buddy, it's okay. Listen. It's less painful for me to take off my clothes than it is for you to take off what seems like your skin. So I think that we can be friends without dressing exactly the same.
Kind of just tilt their head, like, and they look vacant. They look like you said all that, and it kind of went through one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
And they kind
You
of
know
look
what?
like a gleeful smile, dopey look on their face, and a lot of really sharp teeth. It's kind of disturbing.
It's really cute.
And completely black eyes too. Like they've got green where their whites should be, and then the rest is just black.
Oh.
You
So it
you
is-
won't have to wear it for too long. You know, we can be the same for now.
Oh, so sweet.
Little imp. So cute.
All right, so you guys meet back up at the front of the tent, where it's a similar kind of deal with the other one, where people are gathered, but instead of being led through into another tent, they're just standing in front of like the entrance where there's like a dude, and he waits for everyone to gather, and he's like, "All right, for those of you not familiar with this obstacle course competition, what you will be doing is try to make it through to the end first. You can do this by either being stealthy or being fast. The only thing is you can't be seen or caught by the judges, who will be in elevated positions.
What?
Understood? Great.
Wait. Who's gonna be in elevated positions?
The people who are trying to like spot you. And he like opens the tent, you guys walk through, and you see like a weird, like sort of shadowy, like kind of forest type deal. Like there's clearly like off limits areas. Like there's fencing on either side, but like forward it's like shadows from nowhere, and like obstructions and like things to like fall down and go back up. It's like a weird mixture of like a normal obstacle course with a dark, creepy forest. Keep in mind, I wrote this today, so I'm sorry if it's a little thrown together.
No, that's great.
This is awesome.
I have a
Feels
question.
at home.
What's the question?
Were we able to like sneak anything? Well, we can't sneak anything in. It's skin tight. There's nothing to hide.
Yep.
Damn. All right, never mind then.
So the course is in front of you. There's like something kind of like a barrier, like that's up, to like stop you from going into it yet. And the same guy with the clipboard rises from the ground. And he announces loud enough for people outside the like area. Oh, sorry. Outside the course to hear you. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the obstacle course. We've got a good one this year, designed by genius architect Sam. Now,
Awesome.
are we ready?" And you hear like a bunch of like a roar from the crowd on either side that you can't see. And he goes, "Great." And he looks to the contestants. He goes, "Contestants, you understand the rules?
Yeah.
All right. On your marks.
The one person just so justified.
Get set. Go! And the barrier drops down and people just rush forward. And here's how we're going to do this.
Okay.
You guys are going to decide if you want to go stealth or you want to go speed.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Grace, how would you like to proceed?
I'm gonna go stealth. I really wish I could take the dragon mask, because literally one of the abilities for one of them is invisibility.
It indeed is.
Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, is it too late to? Never mind.
Will, would you like to do stealth or speed?
Leaf is gonna wait and see what the group decides, because I think Leaf's whole thing in this is that they're just gonna try to scout ahead and help direct them through the forest.
Okay. Ellen?
I think Doreen. Well, first of all, I have Nocturnal. Does that help me with this?
Not really.
Is it dark here? Oh, okay. it's
It
just
is
wood.
dark, but nocturnal is more about like
You
sleep.
don't sleep.
Sleep. Okay.
Hmm.
I think Doreen's probably gonna go speed as well, because she doesn't really have a lot to help her with stealth.
Okay, so Opix stealth,
Mhm.
Leaf is miscellaneous, and Doreen is speed. Okay, so you guys are like kind of thinking about this, and you hear like already there's like a loud like sort of cannon fire thing, and someone yells out, and then you hear like someone from within the obstacle course like scream in pain.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, it's the Hunger's game.
Oh.
It's the
All right.
Starving Games.
Grace, roll stealth.
Oh no, which dice?
Always going to be a D10.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I panicked. I looked at all my dice and I'm like, oh no, which one? Oh, got an 8.
Got an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Doreen, roll. Would you rather like jump around or like just kind of run like through like on the ground like around everything?
So I have an agility modifier.
Yes.
Which one of those would that be helpful for?
Gymnastics is gonna be your like jump through the trees sort of deal thing, and that would
What
help
if I'm
with
just straight sprinting?
that. Straight sprinting, that's gonna be fuck. I didn't think about that. I feel like that should be Juggernaut, which is endurance.
Yeesh. I think I'll take I'll just do I'll do it was acrobatics, right?
Gymnastics is an agility.
Gymnastics.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have gymnastics. I do have. How does it work with just like the base stats again?
So you have like different modifiers for different skills that you have. Those modifiers are like those skills are put into different categories. So if you've got 3 agility skills, each one with a +1 modifier, you take the average of all your agility skills, and that's your like base agility modifier. So you're rolling
Okay.
gymnastics, which you don't have, but you have a base agility modifier. You add that to your gymnastics roll.
Okay, so I roll like a d10 and then I can add 1.
Yeah.
Sweet. That is a 9 plus 1, 10.
All
Fuck
right.
yes.
Yeah, you just like sort of just sprint like up a tree and start like bouncing through. Grace, have you rolled stealth yet?
I did the 1. I did the 1 roll.
What did you get? I can't remember. Sorry.
I got an 8.
An 8.
Oh, no, you're
Okay,
good.
yeah. Yeah, so you start to like kind of creep forward, not like crawling or walking, but like not sprinting. You're just kind of like moving fast walk, but like staying in shadows and like ducking behind objects and stuff.
Okay.
And then what did you want to do, Leaf?
I think Leaf is going to stick with Opix on this one because I think Leaf sees Doreen just like bolt off into the woods and it's like, yeah, I get it.
I get it, man.
All right.
Leaf is kind of like
Me too, man.
kind of crawling on the ground.
Roll stealth for me for that.
It's really funny. Sees Doreen go off, man. You know what? I feel that.
What a mood.
It's a big mood.
What is stealth? What's the modifier for stealth?
Stealth is an agility skill.
6.
6. Okay. And you're following Doreen? Or not Doreen, Opix?
Kind of following fairly close to Opix.
Okay.
I think can Leaf scout ahead for Opix to try to see how the area looks like?
Yeah, roll scouting.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's a 10. And then plus another 10. 2 natural 10s.
Oh,
Plus
shit!
Yeah, so you sort of crawl forward to get a look of like what's ahead, and you like your forest brain instantly maps out the entire like obstacle course forward.
Oh my god!
But you got kind of focused on that, and you like climbed up a little too high in one of the like tree things. And you hear cannon fire. You hear someone yell "out," and then you feel like like you've been stabbed in the chest and are pulled up into the stands.
Leaf freaks
Oh.
out because that's not cool, and like they're like flailing about.
Yeah, there's nothing like grabbing you. There's nothing in you, but there was a pain in your chest, and you were pulled forward from where that spot was. And now you're not in the stands, but you're in sort of like a sort of booth area where like other people who are out are placed.
Oh no!
Yeah, you didn't. You rolled a little too low on your stealth, buddy. But it's actually good that you went forward, because if you hadn't, Grace would have been out too.
Oh. Oh.
Far
Thank you for
Leaf
the
knows,
sacrifice.
Leaf knows forests.
Leaf does know forest.
Oh no.
Ellen, Opix is running through the trees at breakneck speed. Real quick, I do like this. This will be a little easier for you to beat because of your gymnastics roll. But I do need you to roll stealth real quick.
Gotcha. That also gets an agility modifier, you said, right?
Yes.
That is a 6, plus 1 is a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you get to the end unseen, and you're the first person there.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh,
Fucking cracked.
Oh,
Cracked.
Damn,
fast
dog.
as fuck, boy!
Oh, damn.
Uh,
Alright.
Grace, I need you to
Yeah.
roll a general agility just to see how
General
fast you get
agility?
to the end. Yeah, you're
Okay, does
stealthy.
any of...
Huh?
Okay. Sorry, no, you go, you go.
You're stealthy. It's likely you won't be seen, but you do need to get there quickly in order to qualify.
Okay, so does gymnastic or martial arts have anything to do with helping me, or does that kind of just not do anything for me?
If they have agility modifiers, you take the average of that, and that becomes the modifier for your general agility score.
I don't think I have a modifier of agility.
No, for gymnastics and martial arts, do you have modifier for those?
Yes.
What is it for each?
Okay, so I have 1 for martial arts and 0 for gymnastics.
Okay, so
that
your
goes for-
general agility modifier is a 1. Because
Okay.
you take the average and then round up. So 1 plus
Okay.
0 divided by 2 is 0.5, rounded up is 1.
Okay. All right. So I guess I roll. I roll D10.
Yep,
How many times? Just one time?
just one time.
Okay. Okay. Girl, I got 9.
You got a 9? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you fucking killed it.
Fucking crap. I'm so scared.
Alright, and then what was your stealth roll? An 8?
Yeah, it was an 8.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you make it to the end real fast. You're like stealthy, but you're moving quickly. As you're going down, there's a ton more cannon fires, outs, and screams of pain. You make it to the end second. Doreen's already there. She looks bored. She's been there for like a good while now, just hanging out. And you see like a few more people trickle in. Like 3 more people come in, like pretty like a good bit after you. Oh wait, no, that's not right. I had it wrong.
Adriana?
You make it second, but right at the end there was like someone who like almost makes it past you. That doesn't matter anymore. You made it second, whatever.
Who? What?
So you got second place. Doreen got first. Leaf unfortunately was taken out.
No.
Leaf. As the last person exit the obstacle course, it just kind of like melts into the ground. And you see like this long, like the path you just took, like is pretty long. On either side, there's stands that are elevated up about 15 feet from the ground, and halfway up each one, there's a spot where the losers are. And then above that are the judges that were watching for you. And in the center of where the obstacle course was, the clipboard man rises from the ground again, and he goes, "Now, how was that for an obstacle course, ladies and gentlemen? I know this is a weird one to watch, but it's fun seeing them get dragged out, am I right?" And they all cheer for him, because they do love seeing someone get yanked out of that obstacle course. And he points, and he's like, "Come forward, Doreen, Opix! These are the champions of the obstacle course." And you guys stroll forward towards him, and people are cheered, going crazy, because, you're the winners. You guys won.
We did so good.
You did
so
great.
good.
Leaf is trying to get back to them.
No, leave.
Oh, buddy.
Leave.
Leaf is trying to get back to them. There's a man, stopping you. He's like, "It's okay there, son. You'll get to go back to the locker room in just a second."
Leaf bites him.
He's like, little fucker, and he punches you in the head.
Baby Yoda him, bro. Baby Yoda him.
The clipboard man goes, "All right, I'll see everyone at the next thing," and he sinks back into the ground, and you guys all return to the locker room. Same deal. Get dressed. The woman who slapped Opix's ass is there again, still naked. She's like, "Man, last place again."
Oh, Opix is like, "I'm really sorry. Next time, I'm rooting for you."
Thanks. And she goes up and smacks each tit, and then walks past you and smacks your ass and walks out the tent completely naked.
Power move.
Fucking love her.
Tit.
Opix she's just stunned. She's stunned, and she looks where Adriana was, and then she just nods. She just nods, and she's just like, "Okay, all right."
There was a woman next to you who's now changed back into her normal clothes. It was like, "I wish they would stop letting Adriana come do this. She does this every year. She just sexually harasses all the women.
Oh.
And they let her walk around naked. I don't know what's up with it."
Oh, Opix is like, "Is that what's happening? Is that what that just was?"
Yes.
She's still processing. She's like,
You were
"What the fuck?"
sexually harassed.
Opix is like,
She smacked your
"Aw."
ass and boobs.
Yes, no, I know. She's just processing what happened. It's a lot, okay? She's like, what? She's like, her eyes are she's just wide and staring at nothing. She's disassociating. She's like, whoa.
Doreen and Leaf, you guys get back. Leaf's pile of debris is right where you left it.
Yeah, Leaf kind of just rips the unitard. I'm assuming it was a unitard.
Yeah, sure.
Off of their body very violently, and then just kind of rolls in the pile of plant foliage, and it kind of just reattaches to their body.
Okay.
It reattaches.
Hey, that's metal, dude.
No, it's plant.
You got me there. Damn it. You won again.
You guys meet up out in front of the tent again, and you're about to say something to each other, like a congratulations or something, when instantly the same loudspeaker thing happens. "Ladies and gentlemen, the drinking contest is about to begin. If you are competing, please make your way to stage 2.
I'm sorry, guys. This one's me.
It's all you, kiddo. Good luck drinking out there.
Yeah, I'll
Thumbs
do my
up.
best.
Are you guys gonna watch?
Oh yeah, Leaf's
Oh, yeah.
following, but looking back at Opix to see if she's also following.
Yeah, Opix is like, "Oh, I'm with you, buddy."
So you guys walk towards stage 2, which is just a very large pub.
I was gonna say, did Doreen enter an alcohol drinking contest?
We're about to see. Doreen, are you wearing your hat?
I think Doreen is wearing the hat for this.
All right. You walk up, and there's a man out front who stops you before you enter. He's like, "Competing or spectating?"
Competing, obviously.
He gets up in your face, and he's looking right in you in the eyes with squinty face. He's like, "Yeah, that checks out. Go on in."
Alright.
This propeller hat is something else.
So you guys walk in. There's about 10 other contestants that are at this long table that's facing a crowd of people. Doreen, you're sat in the last seat. Opix and Leaf, you guys sit somewhere in the crowd. And the clipboard man rises from the ground again. And he's like, "Welcome to the drinking contest. This is a fun one, guys. I gotta say, it might be my favorite. what we're going to be doing today, we got these 11 contestants. They're going to be drinking 1 pint at a time. The person who gets the most down without collapsing or puking wins. Very simple, very fun. Now let's get started. And he sinks back into the ground as like waitresses come and put down a pint in front of each of the contestants.
Oh boy.
Do we know what this is?
It's just a general beer.
Okay.
All right. Here
Watching something illegal happen.
All right. So, the way we're going to do this, Ellen, is you are going to roll over and over again veteran checks, which is an endurance skill. And what this is checking to see if you are able to stay up and not puke after each pint.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay.
All right.
That's great. I'm just gonna roll a straight D10.
Yeah, just a D10. If you have an endurance modifier, you can add it.
Mixology can't help me here, right?
It cannot.
Oh, that's so rough. Okay. All right. D10. Here we go. It's a 4.
4?
No!
All right.
Go on, starting off strong.
It's round 1. There's a man out front who like slaps the table and he's like, "Begin!" And 10 large men and a small child with a propeller hat all down their first drink. They all slam it down. Doreen slams her down a little after everyone else. She's already staggering. These large men next to her look completely sober still. And she's like, whoa.
Obix is like nodding. She's like, yeah.
The waitresses come around. They collect the pints, and they deposit new ones in front of each person. And the man at the front.
Oh, wait, hang on one sec.
Oh no.
Oh no. Got a plan.
Gotta get a drink.
This is like
a pint. This is actually great. I have dinner, and I haven't eaten yet. I will be right back.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring my food up here. It should be like 2 seconds.
You better.
I promise. This is investing. You kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Dinner and a show?
Okay, I'm back.
We'll see it. Oh, I'll be right back.
Are you okay if I keep going with the drinking contest while you're gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So the second round of drinks are in front of everyone. The man looks at everyone to make sure they're okay. He slaps the table and says, "Round 2, go!"
All right. Doreen's doing so good right now. She's gonna. Oh, that's a 9. That's
9?
a 9.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone downs their drinks. The men slam them down. They look like they're doing fine. Doreen somehow looks like she's better.
It's gotta get into the system.
Yeah, she just had to like get like a hang of it and get into the groove of drinking again at her ripe old age of 11.
I don't think we ever actually knew how old Doreen was.
She's never. Ellen never really told me the age when we were going through this. I think she said like 10 or 11, just child age or something like that. It was a very like generalized statement for her age.
Yeah, I think on my character sheet it says like 10 to 12 or something.
She's so young.
The waitresses come around, collect cups, put down new ones. Man up front looks around, make sure everyone's conscious and unvomited, slaps the table and says, "Round 2, go!"
All right, here we go. That is a 7.
7? All right, yeah. Everyone slams down their pints. The dude right next to you pukes into his, it doesn't get anywhere except into the mug, and then it's like, oh shit. And he stands up and he just walks out without waiting for anyone to say anything. He's like grumbling to himself, all pissed off. But Doreen is fine. She's She's not quite as good as the last one, but she's okay. Waitresses come around, collect, replace. Man at the front says, "All right, round 4." Slaps the table and says, "Go."
All right, D10. Don't fail me now. Doing so good. That's a 3.
3. All right. This is a rough round. This is some strong beer. Round
Yeah.
4. Everyone slams their things back on the table. 3 men to your left all collapse on the spot. Like 2 of them slump forward, 1 slumps back, falls out of his chair. You yourself are like not feeling great right now. You're getting kind of uneasy. That one really hit you. You're starting to get a little dizzy. Things are kind of moving around on their own. Your stomach's churning a little. You look to your left and you see the remaining 6 men over there aren't doing so hot either. So it's about even as far as you can tell right now.
Okay.
All right. Waitresses come, collect, replace. Man at the front says, "We ready for round 5?" Looks around, slaps the table, says, "Go!"
I believe in Doreen.
She can do this. I believe in her too. Rorix is giving her a spiritual thumbs up.
It's a 1.
It's a 1. Ooh. That's a rough round for Doreen.
That's pretty bad.
The men slam down their beers. They're looking pretty fine. You take a good while to drink yours. Put down the mug. It's not even like finished. You like kind of like sway, projectile vomit onto like the front people in the crowd, and then just pass the fuck out and fall off your chair.
They were in the splash zone.
They were in the splash zone. But if you were wearing ponchos, they sell them for just this case.
No, that's so gross.
Leaf and Opix in the splash zone.
All right. Leaf and Opix are in the splash zone. Because, they were right in front of Doreen cheering on their friend.
Hell yeah. If this was a type of show and it was animated, what's happening to Leaf is censored.
What the fuck is Leaf doing?
Leaf is eating the vomit.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
It's gross.
It's very gross.
It's super gross.
Okay. I mean, it's your character.
Leaf doesn't know what the fuck to do. This is the first time they've ever encountered vomit before.
Oh, no.
I just see this got food chunks in it, like turkey.
That's
There's
true.
turkey leg in there, man.
There is. Undigested, solid, mostly unchewed turkey leg.
Yeah. And turkey leg is good. So it's not like they're just eating and slurping up the vomit. They're just like picking the turkey leg bits out.
Yeah. All right. The next one is the eating contest, which is something Opix is in, so we will be waiting for her to come back. I wrote down what everyone signed up for on an important piece of mail from the IRS.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I have realized that Leaf is far more feral than I had intended originally.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm kind of living for it, but I didn't intend for them to be this way.
If you say so, man.
I mean,
sometimes you're just feral.
But also, like, how can I bring Leaf back from the feralness that they have become?
I think at this point they just have to grow as an individual.
Yeah, because like I had originally intended for Leaf to be like a real like peaceful kind of chill druid dryad kind of go with the flow person. I think my character's just become feral for no reason because that would just be what I am.
Yeah.
It happens. Sometimes the feral nature just takes over.
I'm gonna build Leaf. I'm gonna bring them back from the brink.
I think they have to learn from society.
Yeah, they've never really encountered civilized. Well, they have, but it was weird civilized. Not standard civilized.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Kind of just like naked elves, really.
I think everything you've done has gotten progressively more feral. Like the eating the coin was like fine because maybe they just didn't know. But then you stripped your entire skin. Now they're just eating
So-
vomit.
Then you ate a bone.
Yeah, the bone. I mean, you can't waste any part of the animal.
There's like next to no nutrients a human body can take from a bone.
I mean, to be fair, Leaf isn't exactly fully human anymore.
Like we have a specialized organ that is useless that was originally designed for bones, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
Like, isn't that what the appendix was?
Maybe?
Pretty sure. That's why.
What a myth.
Anyways,
Bacteria's in it that are good.
Grace,
Mm.
it's the eating contest.
Yeah, boy! Sorry.
Yeah. I feel like I do feel like Leaf probably gains more nutrients from bones than other humans.
Yeah, he's a little different. He's got different like
He built
anatomy and
different.
physiology.
Yeah.
Like if you
Fine.
wanted to like try and like talk him down from something, you wouldn't roll debate. You would definitely roll animal taming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did she win? Did
Who?
Doreen win the
No,
drinking contest?
no.
Yeah, she lost miserably.
Oh.
Should've
Oh.
won.
She did her
Leaf
best.
started eating the puke.
Oh.
Also, there's some
Yeah.
vomit on Opix.
What?
Yeah, Leaf started eating the turkey bits out of the vomit. If there were any turkey bits on you, there's not anymore.
Why was I vomited on?
Doreen vomited.
Yeah,
you
but
were-
are we
You
that
guys were in the
close?
splash zone.
No.
You were cheering on your
Alright.
friend in the front row.
All right. Opix is having a very hard start to the eating competition.
Also, outside of game, when Leaf pulled off their bits and bobs, that's their armor and clothing is the plant stuff. That's why they have to rip it off.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
All right.
Interesante.
So you guys kind of like pick up Doreen, or not Doreen. Yeah, Doreen. What the fuck's wrong with me? You guys kind of pick up Doreen and start taking her out of the pub. The man that was previously outside letting people in is now inside. And he stops y'all before you walk out and he says, before y'all leave with her, you should give her some of this water. He hands you a glass of water.
To Leaf or to Opix? This is really important.
To Opix, because he sees that he saw Leaf eating vomit and was like, I'm not coming near that thing.
There's no reason. Yeah, Opix is like, thank you.
Y'all drag the limp, unconscious body outside and prop it up against the building, and Doreen, you start to try to trickle, or Opix, you try to start to trickle water into her mouth.
Yeah, your girl needs to sober up. Poor Doreen.
The water passes through Doreen's lip and slides down her gullet, and she snaps awake completely sober. And you've got this like sort of what the fuck just happened feeling. Like the last thing you remember is the first round of drinks.
Oh. Did I win?
No.
Beats my brother.
His first words.
Opix gasped.
Yeah, this is the first time Opix heard them speak that much.
No, he said me when he took the drawing.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
same when he was talking to Doreen.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Opix
about
was
that.
like, can you say anything else? She's like, wow.
Doreen, you've now sobered
enough.
up when you guys hear over the invisible loudspeaker. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the eating competition. If you are competing, please make your way to stage 1.
This is very important, real quick. Is the vomit on her jacket, and can she take the jacket off?
It is on your pants.
Oh, pants gotta come off. No, I'm just...
You take your pants off, and Adriana walks up and smacks you on the ass and walks away again, still naked.
Can Adriana please be a reoccurring character in the main?
Please,
We'll see.
please. Yeah, we'll see how Keiko feels about that. You know,
Keiko might not be too keen on it.
she may not like that very much, but I think it's hilarious.
She finds sexual harassment a little less funny than me.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It is, right? Thank you.
Really
It can be funny if used correctly.
It can be funny if used correctly.
Slaps both tits.
It slaps
No, I
ass.
do regret phrasing it that way. Like, I said that, and I felt kind of dirty afterwards, which is why I stumbled a little when I said she smacks your ass, because I was like, ugh, I wish I
Gotta
hadn't
go back
said
to the
it.
same tone.
I was being supposed to say it.
It's really funny. I don't know. I guess Opix, like, I don't know. Opix, she's like, I guess I have to keep the puke on my pants.
You guys make your way to stage 1, which is just like, you know, an elevated wooden platform underneath like a big open tent with some like chairs and people like sitting in the stands. There's only 4 people up on the like stage where the table is. And when you guys approach, there's a man who's like, competing or watching?
Opix is like, competing? She hasn't eaten all day. Are you kidding me?
He has like a little smirk on his face. He's like, get up there, you.
Yeah, Opix is like, yeah. She still goes up there.
So there's 4 people in front of you. Jesus Christ. I think I just had a stroke.
Easy. Take a deep breath. Take your time. Take your time.
All right.
Oof.
4 people on the stage next to you. You're on the last chair. The table is empty in front of you.
Mhm.
The Clipmore man rises up from the ground and he goes, welcome to the eating contest. This is a fun one too. Not quite as fun as the drinking contest, which is still going on, by the way. If you want to go watch that, please don't leave. Wait, guys, sit down, please. Wait, don't leave. Wait, sit down. And the people who are about to leave and watch the drink contest sit down. He's like, thank you. This is the eating contest, everyone. People, they're gonna eat. Whoever eats the fastest wins. Very simple, very fun. Don't throw up. If you throw up, I'm gonna be mad and you'll be disqualified, and it's very upsetting. A lot of people throw up on this one. I'm begging you, please don't throw up. And he like gets up and like opens his face and he's like, I'm serious. Don't throw up.
Just like, why do you think it's me?
Leaf looks really excited.
Why me? She's like, what?
He's like, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Are you look me in the eyes? And he's like,
Okay, all right.
don't do it.
Okay, she's looking in his eyes. She's nodding. Okay, okay.
And with that, it should be a great competition, everyone. Let's have a good time. And he sinks back into the ground.
That's hilarious.
All right, so the way this is going to work is similar to the drinking contest, where you will be rolling veteran to make sure you don't throw up.
Okay.
But you will also be rolling a like generalized dexterity for your eating speed.
Okay.
So you're going to roll a d10, and if you have a dex modifier, you add it.
Okay.
All right, this is going to be
I definitely don't have that.
This is going to be a really quick one.
Okay.
So it's like a first to finish the plate or last to throw up kind of thing.
First to finish the plate. If you throw up, you're disqualified, and it goes to the next person who finished.
Okay. All right. What do we got on the plate, though?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So 5 waitresses come up to the stage in front of the table with, like, silver platters that have, like, the dome on top, the lid. And they place them down in front of each of the contestants. And it's hot. It is radiating heat. You can feel it on your face from here.
Oh, damn!
And
How was I supposed to eat that fast? What?
Clayton, it's
Yeah.
called a cloche.
it's called a what?
Cloche.
Cloche? I'm not saying that.
Cloche?
It's a cloche.
I'm not saying
no,
that.
No, I'm not saying that.
The lid on they,
I'm going the wrong
the
way.
waitresses each have like their hand on the lid, and the judge has walked up, and he says, "On the count of 3, they are going to lift the lids." And he like points at each person. He's like, with each syllable, he's like, "Do not start eating yet. I will tell you when to start. I've had this issue in the
She's
past.
nodding.
If you start eating first, before I say start, I will hit you. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I swear to God. I don't care if they fire me. It's happening. I'm sick of it." There's been a lot of
HR
issues
kid.
with the eating contest in the past, if you can't pick up on that.
Okay.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Have you been recording?
I've been recording, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I would have been real upset. I've thrown some bangers out in this session.
Yeah, you really have.
They lift off the coach on the count of 3.
The kish.
And in front of you, on your silver platter, is a big, like, hunk of meat about the size of a dinner plate
Oh.
and, like, about 4 inches thick.
Oh.
Just like, and like on top of it is like a pile of mashed potatoes, and gravy has just been like doused over the whole thing.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. Alpix is drooling. She's like, smelling it. She's just like putting her hand in front of me and giving it a whiff. She's like,
The judge like points at you and he's like, "Hey, I'm watching you."
She's like, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it. She's like, hey, I'm not eating. I'm sniffing.
Can Leaf roll stealth to try to get on the stage and eat someone else's tray of food?
You can.
That's a 9.
It's a 9.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you get up there without anyone noticing, but you're gonna need to roll again for like the eating part.
Leaf's gonna just start shoveling. That's another 9.
It's another
Whoa!
9. Oof. Okay.
I'm rolling hot tonight.
Yeah.
You really are.
You start shoveling the food in your mouth. It's burning you, but you seemingly don't care because you're some sort of feral creature.
Leaf love it. It's delicious.
The judge notices you. He goes, "Hey, don't do that!" And he like launches himself and tackles you to the ground. He's like on top of you. He's like, "Don't do that! Don't you ever fucking do that!" He's like, tears are like coming out of his eyes. He's like, "I said, you don't eat before I say so. You did it anyways. You're not even to end the competition." And he's like smashing the ground with his fist, like next to your head. He's like, "I told you not to do it." He's having like a total meltdown. Like 3 men come and like drag him away, and he's like thrashing out. And he's like, I told them they can't eat until and they like take him away. And another man comes up. He's like, "Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, on the end, we'll get you a new plate in just a minute. Little
That's really funny.
thing over there on the ground. Please just go back to your seat."
Oh, that's so
Leaf
funny.
picks up the plate and runs over back to their seat, like a monkey that's just stolen someone's purse.
He watches you go, and he's like, "Well, we weren't going to use it anymore, so I guess that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on just a moment while we get a new plate for this man." And like before he finishes that second sentence, another waitress has come up with a silver platter with a kosh on top and puts it down in front of him, lifts it up, and she's like, I did it. And he's like, "Okay, go away, woman. Be gone."
The misogyny.
Yeah, he's looking. He looks down the line. It's all men except for you, Opix. He's like, "All right, we got 4 good competitors here today. Should be a good one."
Opix narrows her out. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you, motherfucker." She's rolling
Wait,
up her
is,
sleeves. She's rolling up her sleeves.
He goes,
Does
"All
Leaf
right."
have the plate of the food next to Doreen now?
Yeah, Leaf is next to you with the plate.
Oh, I want to pick something up off the plate and throw it at the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leaf sees you do that and also throws potatoes.
They like smack him in the back of the head. And he looks at you, snaps, and then 2 men come and take you away from the competition.
We're just like, no.
Is Doreen with Leaf? Or did just Leaf get taken away?
Oh, both of you. You both threw.
Oh.
Did they have
Aw.
a plate of food?
You dropped it when they grabbed you.
Can I grab the steak with my prehensile tail?
Yes, you can.
I grab the steak with my prehensile tail. And then share it with Doreen outside of the venue.
Aw.
The man goes, "Wow, a lot of weird things happened to the eating contest this year. Really is
Especially this woman sitting here
he,
eating food. Wow.
he starts to stare off into space and decides he's like, it's a really a magnet for chaos every year. Anyways, 4 good competitors and woman, you may begin now. Go ahead and roll that dexterity for me.
Alright. Woo! We're starting off hot. I got an 8.
You got an 8?
Yeah.
Alright. And roll veteran.
Veteran. Come on. Give Mama a good veteran. Alright! I also got another 8.
8? Alright. Yeah, you power through your fucking food. Everyone around you, like the other contestants, like started eating fast, and then they saw like a glimpse of you out of the corner of their eye, and they all stopped. You are inhaling, things are moving towards you without you even like shoveling them in yet. It is a sight to behold. The mashed potatoes and gravy are gone in an instant. You start tearing away at the steak. It doesn't even look like you're chewing, just biting and swallowing. The judge is flabbergasted. The crowd has gone completely silent with their jaws dropped. You inhale it all and then like sit back and pat your belly. And it's dead quiet. By the way, I did that because I rolled a 1 for all the other contestants.
Diabetes could never.
Honestly, it's just living my best life.
We've said it before, but Opix is just like Grace's
Grace
dream
with
of not having diabetes is how Opix is.
That's really
Get
it.
Grace off the diabetes.
That's honestly pretty much.
God,
That's
that's
very funny.
amazing.
That's so fucking funny.
So it's
Oh
like
my god.
it's like dead quiet, and the judge is like, "Are you okay, lady?"
Opix, like she leans forward. She crosses her fingers together. She looks at him and she's just like, "Told I could do it." It's just like being a woman means nothing. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
He's like,
She
"Yeah."
sits back.
He's like, "You know what, lady? That's the first thing you've said that I think is intelligent today. Women are nothing. We have our winner!"
Opix opens her eyes. She's like, I'm kill this motherfucker. She just looks at him. She's dead-eyed him. She's like, you're going down.
He's already like turned away, and he's got this like hand gesturing towards you for like the winner. And the crowd
Nice.
starts to cheer because they've never seen a single entity consume in that manner in their lives. And you exit the pavilion and rejoin
wobbling
your
out.
friends.
I'm like, that was good. That was a good meal. I mean, she's hungry.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That was awesome.
Yeah. When you come out, Leaf is gonna offer you a piece of their steak.
Pix looks at Leaf. She's conflicted because she's like, I'm full, but this is an offering from little Leaf. Little Leaf. She takes the steak and she puts it in her mouth and she eats it, and then she immediately vomits. No.
Yeah, roll veteran for me real quick.
No.
Yeah, 8 more. You do have to roll. You were joking, but I'm
Alright.
serious.
All right. God damn it! I knew it was coming. All right, what is that? Okay. I got a 5.
You got a 5? Okay, hang on. You immediately puke.
Of course. I won.
Thankfully, the competition's already over and you've been declared the winner. So, like, you can't be forfeit from your win now.
Nice.
But, like, the people, like, exiting are kind of, like, eyeing you. Like, oh, this feels a little cheap.
Opix eyes
Woman
them.
moment.
She's like, I invite me to your dinner place, and I'll show you fucking cheap. I'll do it again. I'll do this shit again.
You say that, but it's like post vomit, so it's like, invite me to your place. I'll eat. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm inspired. Opix is inspiring me.
You guys hear the same, like, speaker thing that says, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have the shell game competition. If you are competing, please make your way to stage 5.
Ooh.
And, Ellen, you're competing in the shell game.
Sure am.
All right. You guys make your way to stage 5, which isn't really a stage or a tent like all the other ones. This one is just like a cleared out space, where at like one end there's like a dude sitting like cross-legged with like a sort of table surface in front of him with 5 shells and 1 pebble that's like bright red in front of them, like laid out like neatly, ready for the game to begin. And you see 3 people in front of him and an empty space for Ellen. As you guys approach, there's a man standing out front who like stops and he goes, "Are y'all competing or watching?"
No, but just like, I'm watching.
All right, you go home and watch. How about you, little lady?
No,
Competing.
because sorry.
Go on.
Competing.
He like gets down in front of Grace. He says, "I wish you luck, little lady.
No,
Get
oh my
on
God.
up there and you watch that pebble."
I will. I'll watch it just for you.
And that single tear
I
rolls down his cheek.
fucking knew it.
You're like, "I thank you for that. They don't let me compete round here.
No.
Why not?
Aww.
Ate too many people."
No.
Ate too many people.
Well, the first time we held the tournament, I entered the eating competition.
Oh.
You may not know it from the looks of me, but I'm quite the eating champion.
Oh.
Only problem is I got a little too excited and ate all the other contestants.
Oh my God! Wait, can Opix hear him?
Yes.
Opix is looking at him. She's like, "How'd you do it?" She's like inspired.
He's like looking
"Whoa."
up like into the distance, like in a dramatic way.
Yeah, she's like stars in her eyes. She's like, "Whoa."
He says, "Ever since then, they won't let me near any of the competitions, except as a gatekeeper.
Wow.
But you said you're going to win this for me, and by golly, I believe you. Now you get up there,
Oh,
and you do
So
this."
moved. Oh, I'm emotional.
Doreen is under so much pressure now, but she's gonna do her best to win just for this guy.
Opix got a thumbs up. He's like, "You got it. Don't worry about it, kiddo."
Single tear rolls down Leaf's cheek.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh.
So you get up to there, and you sit next to the other 3 gentlemen. One of them is a kid like you, but it's a boy, and he's looks like a real piece of shit little kid. And the man who's sitting behind the little table, he's got his hands on the surface, not touching anything yet. And he's looking at each of you. And the clipboard dude rises up from the ground behind him. And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the shell game. This is a boring one to watch. I'll warn you, like up front, you're not going to like watching this. But it's fun for these guys. I'm being serious. This is fun for them. So please, like, if you're going to be a dick about it, like, leave." Like 2 people stand up and walk away, and he's like, "Good riddance." Anyways, let's get this thing started. Rules are simple. Keep your eye on the pebble. First person to point out where it is wins the thing. This is a combination of speed and eye dexterity. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go! And then he sinks back into the ground. The man behind the table lifts up the pebble, and he like shows it to the contestants, like each one of them. And he goes, "This is the pebble. You will be following it. You must tell me where it is." And he puts it down, and then he puts the middle shell on top and brings the other 4 back. And then he grows 2 more arms,
Oh,
one on each side.
Oh, God.
And he's fucking just like it's fucking crazy. Can't even keep up.
God damn.
Unless you roll well with your tracking.
Ooh.
Tracking. Oh shit! What kind of skill is that?
Tracking is a skill in the cunning.
The tracking variety.
It's in cunning.
Shit.
I knew that off the top
Alright.
of my head.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright. Let's do this. Roll a straight D10 again.
All
What
right.
could possibly go wrong? It's a 2.
A 2.
Oh,
It's a 2.
that's
Ooh,
hard.
this is
2. I let the man down.
sad.
Don't worry about the man.
This
Don't
is-
focus on the man.
So sad.
Oh,
I, Ellen, am gonna start crying.
he's gonna eat.
Because this man is gonna be sad.
You don't even know if you've lost yet.
Yeah, it's not over.
So you have no idea how I rolled.
Yeah, I guess it could have been a
You'd like
1.
a 2 or lower.
Next, I'm gonna have you roll straight agility
Oh,
to see how
nice.
fast you
thank
get
you.
it.
Okay. Oh, okay, thank God. That's an 8 plus 1 is a 9. That's better.
That's better.
Okay. You are the first one. Which shell do you choose? From left to right, it's 1 through 5.
Oh shit. 4.
4. Okay. So he finishes, and he's like, hands are on the shell still, and he's like, all right, when I lift my hands up, first person to touch a shell gets the first crack at it. 1, 2, 3, go! And he lifts his hands up, and you shoot forward, grab 4. Like no one else even like was able to like touch a shell yet, and you're like, I got it. And he's like, you think you got it?
Yeah, I know I got it.
No,
Alright.
no.
He lifts the shell up, and you see nothing.
Oh,
And he goes, tough break, kid, and he tosses the shell in his mouth and starts eating it.
oh.
And then he puts his hands back on the shells. And he's like, the rest of you, when I lift my hands, touch the one you think it is. 1, 2, 3, go! And the little shit of a kid shoots his hand forward to the second one. He's like, this is the one. I fucking know it is. I got this fucking shit. I fucking got it. You piece of... You listen to me. He's like, kid.
Calm down.
Calm down. It's okay. Take your hand off, and I'll show you if you won or not. He's like, I know I won. He's like, take your fucking hand off, kid. The kid like gets scared, takes his hand off. He lifts the shell, sees the red pebble. Kid fucking loses it. He jumps up, starts screaming, rips his shirt off, rips his pants off, takes laps around the crowd. And he's like, I won. I'm the winner. I'm the champion. I did it. Suck my dick. You fucking suck. I'm the best. Eat my fucking dick. Eat my shit. I'm gonna shit in your cereal. And like a fucking dude that's like way bigger than him, but looks like identical in the face, stands up, smacks the shit out of him in the back of the head, and the kid's out. He's like, I'm sorry about that. I've been trying to teach him.
Did I come back to?
You missed the.
You
best
left?
thing. You literally.
Yeah, when he
You
walked,
left.
When did you leave?
right as the competition was starting.
Oh,
Okay.
No, it was poetry.
Ellen was the
Oh.
first to touch a shell, but she lost. She had the wrong shell. The little shit of a kid was right. He got it.
Oh god.
And he stripped naked, took laps around the crowd, shouting about how much better he was than everyone and how they should like suck his dick and eat his shit. And then what seems to be his dad stood up and knocked him the fuck out.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
And the man sitting behind the table goes, tough break, kid, but you did get second place, so that's something. At least you placed. Which means you have another thing for you to move on, so...
That's good.
Do I
Oh, but
do
you
I
lost
see
your
the
drinking
gatekeeper
competition.
anywhere?
Say again?
Do I see the gatekeeper anywhere?
Yeah, he's still at the, like, front area when you guys are exiting.
I
And
don't think
Is he looking?
he sees you, and he, like, kneels down to, like, be at eye level with you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he's like, look, kid, I don't want you to blame yourself for this one. You got second, you were fast, that's enough. You got quick hands, I can appreciate that. Don't ever feel bad about this. You did great out there.
Thank you. I'll become a cannibal just for you.
I appreciate that.
Also, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Show you the way.
I'm moved.
Rorix is also a cannibal.
Huh?
Rorix is also a cannibal.
Oh, I know he's fucked up. I know.
Now Rorix and Opix, or not Opix, and Dorian are cannibals.
Opix
And they're two doctors in your party, so
There must be something behind it.
yeah.
Doctors eat people.
Oh, I think if Opix knew that, I don't think she's cool. I don't think she'd be cool with Rory's touch. She'd be like, "You're not gonna eat me, right?"
Up next is the log climbing competition, which
Ooh.
Lil Leaf is a part of.
Oh, Little Leaf.
Woo!
So
That's my
I don't know if Leaf is going to do great in this rock climbing competition.
it's a log.
Oh, it's a log?
It's a log.
Mm.
Oh. That's basically that's just a sideways tree.
Yeah.
Well, it's up.
That's just a tree.
It's a tree. Yeah.
It's just a tree.
That's a tree.
Hey, that's a tree.
Anyways, you guys, after that little cute interaction between the cannibal and your 11-year-old companion, you hear over the loudspeaker thing again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the log climbing competition. If you are competing, please make your way to stage 7. Thank you. And you guys go, and from afar you can see it, like, it's pretty clear what it is. There are 5 gigantic logs, like I'm talking 30 feet high, propped straight up. You can see them all the way from back where you were as you walk forward. You get up to it. This is a similar situation to the shell game, where it's just a pavilion. There's no tent. There's no stage. There's just a few like benches for people to sit and watch it. You walk up. There's another bouncer, except this time it's like a little kid. So you guys approach. He holds his hand up and he goes, "Stop it right there! Are you competing or spectating?"
Opix says,
"You're competing?
"Ooh."
All right, you hang on right there. How about you?" And he points at Opix.
Opix is completely stunned that she heard the word competing coming out of Leaf's mouth. And then she's like, spectating.
All right. By the way, this is a child bouncer,
Okay.
Ellen, this time.
Wait, Hugh, which competition is this?
The log climbing.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Also, if I'm mute, I'm still here. I'm just putting Chinese food in my mouth.
That's fair. He
Awesome.
points to Doreen and he goes, "All right, are you competing or spectating?"
I'm spectating.
"All right, everyone, go away. Shoot!"
What if
He
I
starts
don't
like
want
shooing you guys away. He's like, "Go on, get out of here.
to? What
Shoot!
if I don't want to?
Get out of here. Go on.
What if I don't want to? What are
We
you
don't
gonna
want
do?
your kind right here." And like
What are you
adult
gonna-
walks
what-
up.
your
He's
kind-
like,
what?
"Billy, what the fuck are you doing? I told you to let people in. Move. And he like shoos the kid away. He's like, "I'm sorry, that's my son. I thought he could handle it. If you're competing, go to the front. If you're not, just sit and watch. It's whatever. Billy, get over here. I'm gonna beat your ass." And he like walks off.
Oh my god.
Opix is just like, oh, and then she just goes to take her seat. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy.
Fuck. You guys take your seats. Leaf goes up to the front. There's 4 other competitors in front of their logs. You get in front of one after someone like gently corrals you towards it. And the clipboard man rises from the ground once again. And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got the log climb. Ooh." My throat is getting so raw from all these voices.
Oh.
This is a very simple one. You climb up, the fastest one wins. There's no rules. You can hit anyone you want, bite anyone you want. You can even chop down a competitor's log if you're fast enough. But the only thing is, get up there fast and get up there first. On your mark, get set. And like a dude's like, wait, no, I start the thing. He's like, I got it. On your mark, get set, go.
There's so much plot.
So we get to have all the equipment on us that we have, right?
Yep.
Damn.
How tall is the pole?
30 feet.
I'm going to as soon as he says go, Leaf is going to look straight up the pole 10 feet, and then there's going to be like a shower of cherry blossom petals, and Leaf is going to disappear and be 10 feet up the pole with their feet vined into the pole, and then they're going to disappear in a cherry blossom petals and appear 20 feet up the pole, 10 feet from the top, also with vines attached into the pole.
Could you explain to me what you're using for this?
I'm using the legs that I took call sign repositioning twice a day. You can teleport 10 feet in any direction, even through walls. And then I'm using the cliff
That's
cleats
nuts.
to attach
Crazy.
both feet to the
Okay. Wait, what are you using to attach yourself, you said?
the cliff cleats. Whenever you attach 2 feet to a vertical surface, you attach to the surface. As long as you're not moving.
I don't see. Oh, never mind. I see him. Okay. All right. So you've got 10 feet left. Roll climb.
Because I have a prehensile tail and fine motor skills, can I use my prehensile tail to grab on to the log and pull myself higher and give myself a bit of an advantage?
That's not quite how it functions. That's not what a prehensile tail does.
Don't prehensile tails help you climb?
Not like that. Not like what you're thinking. They help you for if monkeys use them as like a safety net. It's like you walk along a branch, and if you are about to fall, you can use your tail to grab on.
Okay. So I'll use my tail as a safety net in case I roll a natural one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 2.
Roll the 2. Okay.
Just above.
Yeah, you had that great start. People were like, "What? Whoa! Oh man! Wow! Look at that little thing! Wow!"
Wow.
And then you in your transition from standing with the cleats in that way to trying to climb, you kind of slipped, and you stayed on with your tail, but now you're about 10 feet down from where you were. So now you've got 20 feet to go.
All right. I roll again.
Yeah.
Much better. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
By this point, everyone else caught up to you because you had that momentary slip up. So you get up faster than them. You've got about 5 feet left. Roll again.
7.
7. Okay. Yeah, you make it up there real quick. You look down, you notice 2 of the other competitors fell off, and the other one makes it up a minute after you did.
Yes.
But the judge is like, "What? We got a winner, man!" Baffled. Clipboard man appears again. Clipboard man appears again. He's like, "That was great! Everyone did great! We got that little thing up there. He's a monkey man, I tell you. I want that as a pet." And then he sleeps back. He drops back down into the ground.
That's hilarious. He came back just to say that.
You are able to shimmy back down to the ground, and Doreen and Opix go up to the front to meet him.
Opix is like, "Wow, you did great." She holds out her hand for a high
good,
five.
dude.
Let me roll to see what happens.
Oh no. I'm kind of scared.
All right, that's a natural 10. You're lucky. If it was below a 5, Leaf was going to lick your finger.
You know, that's not the
Well,
words that I
you're a
thought.
whole palm of your hand. Leaf also gives you a high five.
Nice. I'm just like, yeah.
Exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's adorable.
so cute.
You guys are walking away from that competition, like all happy. There was a high five. Leaf seems to be learning to be a little more tame. He's learning high fives. He's got a decent vocabulary. Well, not really, but you're learning. He has at least some sort of vocabulary. And you hear over the loudspeaker, "Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our final contest of the day coming up, the Power Word Display. Please make your way to stage 8 if you are competing." Whew.
I don't think any of us did that, right?
In this?
Hmm?
I'm assuming Leaf is competing in this because they've
Yeah,
only competed
that's
in
the
two.
last thing that you when you just kind of
Uh,
like pointed at a random name. The clipboard guy was like, "I guess I'll put you down for this."
Dope.
Oh, ooh, power word.
Yeah.
Time to like the name of the game. Like that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
oh shit! This is what we're playing.
So,
Oh my God.
you guys get there. This one's a little closer to the Battle Royale in terms of like setup. There's a stadium for you guys to enter. There's a bouncer in front and stops you and goes, "Are you competing or spectating?" Compete? Alright, you go down into the stadium. How about you? And he points to the two of you.
Opix is like, I'm spectating.
Spectating?
He's
Alright.
watching.
You go to the left, up into the stands. Take a seat. Don't cause a fight.
She's like, that's oddly specific, but okay.
What if we do cause a fight? What happens?
I don't know. Last time someone got shot, so probably that.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Opix is like, come here, Dorian. We're gonna sit down. We're not gonna make eye contact. We're not gonna make eye
sit near,
contact.
sit near the exit.
Just sit near the exit.
You guys,
Don't make eye
you get in the
contact.
stands and you notice that like there's two opposing stands, like one on each side, and along the top of each one, there's like 4 towers with archers in each tower,
Oh.
like sniper towers in a
Oh,
prison.
God. Oh, God. Oh no.
And then like on the like ground level in the stadium, it's 10 people lined up. There is 3 judges sitting like behind a panel like table. And like off to the side there's just like 4 dudes that are just like hanging out for some reason. The clipboard guy rises from the ground. He's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got the last one before the big one. It's the Power Word Contest." Or
Poggers.
display, whatever I said it was. This one's pretty simple, but pretty cool. What we're gonna do is have each of these contestants display their power word for the judges. The judges will score, and at the end, determine who the winner is. If you need to use a power word on someone else, we have 4 volunteers over here. Wave your hand if you want. I don't really care.
Leaf waves their hand.
He goes, "All right. Everyone settle down." No one was like excited or anything. He was saying that just for like effect. He's like, "We're gonna begin now!" And he like has his hands in the air as he's screaming it, and he just like sinks back into the ground.
Like a Muppet. Oh my God.
Leaf is at the back of the line, but the first of the men walks up. He's short guy. He's got glasses. He's a real fucking dork of a dude. He walks up. He's like, "My name's Dennis. My power word is blue. Can I get one of the volunteers?" He's like on the verge of tears. One of the volunteers walks up. He's like, "Hey, man, what's up your power word?" "It's blue." And he smacks the shit out of the dude, and he like explodes blue.
Oh my God.
Like he's just
Oh my
combusts
God.
in like a blue spray
Oh my
just
God.
explodes out, and he's like, "That's my power word," and he like
Oh,
runs away.
Did he just kill a man?
Killed someone?
Doreen is haunted.
Oh, Ulrich is terrified.
The next two in line are like dumbfounded, and like they've got like the like look on their face of like shell shock, and they just kind of like walk away. Like they're like, I did not sign up to see that in front of me, feet away, and they leave. The next guy walks up, unfazed. He's a big mountain of a man. Like, he's got, like, super long dreadlocks down to his, like, knees. He's got very dark, like, obsidian, almost toned skin.
Nice.
And he walks forward. He's, like, stomping. He's like, my power word is fire. I need a volunteer. And the volunteer is, like, trembling. He's like, hi. What are you gonna do to me? He's like, give me your hand. Okay. And he gives the dude his hand. He grabs it. And he shouts, fire! And, like, a tiny flame appears above the dude's palm. He's like, behold the might of my power.
Opec is clapping her ass off. Just like, wow!
Judges are pretty, like, nonplussed.
That's so funny.
And he's like, yes, tremble before me. And he, like, walks off. The dentist, like, ran the fuck off. He's gone. This dude stands, like, on the other side of the judges. Will, your microphone is doing that thing again.
Is that what that sound is?
Yeah. That's what that sound is.
Yeah, that's me being a chipmunk.
There you go. You're back.
That's my favorite. You're so cute.
I need to get a new microphone.
Desperately. Next guy, he's like all confident. He saunters forward. He's like, oh, fucking piece of shit power word. I got this. Hey, howdy, judges. My name is Dax. And he's like waiting for a reaction, like pointing at himself. He doesn't get one. He's like, probably haven't heard of me yet, but you will. My power word is fire. But it's cooler. I swear to God, it's cooler though. Why? It's really cool. Just check it out. It's really cool. Can I start a fire real quick? And the judges like look at each other. They're like, oh, sure, go on. And he like takes out like some kindling and he puts it down. And he takes out like a little like bundle of like twigs and sets it down next to it. And he takes out his flint and his steel and he crouches down and he starts like striking to like make a fire. And it takes a good minute before he can get a spark going. He gets the spark, he like gets the embers, he's like breathing them, and he take from the like kindling, and then he like takes the kindling, he puts it on the twigs, and like breathes, like blows a little more to get them to light, and then a fire erupts. He's like, ah, easy peasy. Now for the power. And he's like being all dramatic and like doing like hand motions, but like from afar in the sands, it just looks stupid.
Oh god.
But he's got the confidence of a man who thinks he's the coolest dude around. And he's like, check this out. And he like waves his hands at the fire and like it bursts up and then like condenses down. And a perfectly constructed replica of him made of fire steps forward.
Ooh.
He's like, now check this out. Can I get a volunteer? And one of the volunteers is like, oh god, I know what's coming. And he walks forward, and it's the same one who had the fire in his hand from the other guy. And he's like, check this out. And the fire construct just beats the shit out of the volunteer. Like, whacks him in the face, and then, like, gets on top when he's on the ground and just starts pounding him. He's like, ain't that cool, guys? And the judge is like, please, for the love of God, stop. And he's like, oh, yeah. And he snaps his finger, and it just the, like, fire construct just, like, poofs away. And the man is unconscious, lying on the ground. And they're like,
God,
Mr. Dax, can you please move the volunteer out of the way when you step aside? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. Takes him aside, stands next to the other guy. Next guy steps forward. Sorry, I don't know why I made so many people compete in this.
Are they all fire?
No, I promise they're not all fire.
I thought you were gonna make the fire replica do the same thing that the first fire guy did, and just make a small fire above it.
No.
So much better, so much cooler. What's this? Oh.
The next guy steps forward. He's like, "Oh, hey everyone. My name's Theron. He's a pretty young dude. He's like 16. Very pale, with like a ponytail of black hair. It's like, my power word is origin. It's not as destructive as some of the other ones you've seen, but I think it's pretty cool. Check this out." And he points at Dax. Forgot his name. Points at Dax, and he's like, "You!" And Dax disappears and reappears back where he was when he was waiting to show off his power word. He's confused as fuck. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then he's like, "That's not all. You!" And he points at the big black man. I didn't give him a name, which I feel bad about now. And the black man disappears and reappears where he was in line. And he's like, "Origin! That's where I saw them. That's where they go." And he points up in the stands at a random person, and they disappear and reappear like outside of the stadium. And he's like, "Behold the power of Origin."
Oh, and the crowd goes wild, you know.
The crowd goes mild. I'll give you that.
Mild. It's funny. That's well done.
The next man in line is like, he's dressed like a white hippie kind of.
Nice.
Not hippie, but like he's got like the cloth pants that are like white. He's like not wearing a shirt. He's got like a wrap around his like midriff. He's got shoulder length hair. He's real relaxed. He walks up. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm Sawyer, and I've got a pretty cool power word, if I do say so myself."
Does he paint fences?
Does he what?
Paint fences?
No. He is not Tom
People
Sawyer.
that paint fences?
He has the capability. Moving on.
Power word is fence.
He goes, "My power word is space. Check this
Ooh.
out." And he starts like scratching like the air in front of him. Like he's like with a finger. He's like, "It takes a little bit to get going. Hang on." And he keeps scratching. And he's like, "Got it." And he punches his fist forward. But when it meets the like area where he was like doing the scratch thing, his arm starts to disappear. Like it's going into something that you can't see. He's like, "That's not all. Check this out." And he pulls his arm back, and he pulls with him 4 people that are like holding on to each other. Like they just like fall out of like empty space, like on top of each other. And he goes, "Behold, space." They're like, "Where the fuck are we? We've been stuck inside a void for weeks."
Basically, he has a bag of holding at all times.
Sawyer's like gesturing still. He's like, "Behold the power of space, my pocket dimension. Now get back in there." And he grabs them and he starts like shoving them back into the empty space. He's like, "Get in there, get in there, fucking get in there." And then he walks up to stand next to the other dudes. And now it's down to just Leaf and one other woman who's like next to him and next in line. She walked.
Is it Adrena?
No.
Yeah.
She walks forward. She looks exactly like identical to Sylvana.
Ooh.
She walks forward very gracefully. She says, "My name is Maria." She does a bow. It was, "My power word is copy." She snaps, and there's like a mist that swirls like out of her top of her head and like down her body and like covers her until you can't see her. And then you hear her snap again, and it dissipates, and you see Leaf is standing there. A second Leaf is now where Maria was.
Ooh, a second Leaf.
She goes, "Copy!" and then snaps her fingers again, and the mist comes back, and you hear another snap, and it's gone. And big black man is now there, a second one of him. She goes, "Behold, copy!" She snaps again. The mist it dissipates after another snap. And it's Adriana. She goes, I tricked you! Fuck yes! It worked! And she runs off naked.
Opath is going wild. She's like, yeah! Whoa! She's like, what? So she's losing her mind. She's like, oh my god, this fucking lady.
But
So I'm gonna be met Sylvaneth at some point.
Keiko has to meet her
Yeah, she does at this point.
at this point.
Meant
Oh.
to be.
And it's absolutely invested. Oh,
it's
so
down to just Leaf standing in the stadium. The judges are like, you can come on, little boy. You can come forward, show us your power word.
So at this point, I feel like we got to discuss what does my power word exactly do.
Yes, we do. So what your power word does is within a certain range, anyone you yourself have dealt damage to, a flower sprouts from that and begins to release a perfumic pheromone that kind of dulls the senses of the wounded individual.
Ooh.
And it makes them basically just like have disadvantage on their rolls.
Oh.
You can only have it on one person at a time, though.
Oh.
Okay, so if someone is already severely damaged by other people and Leaf deals damage to them, can the flower sprout from the previous wounds as well?
It can only come from a wound you have dealt.
How many volunteers are in the stadium right now?
There are only 2 volunteers left. One
And
was
is-
blown up, and the other was beaten unconscious by a flame.
And the other 2 are standing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Leaf is gonna just kind of step forward. Leaf doesn't know if they need to announce their power word or not.
Yeah, he wouldn't really pick up on that.
So they're just kind of like, gonna like skitter forward cautiously, looking around the stadium, and like not really understanding what's going on, and then run up to one of the volunteers and like climb up onto their shoulder, like on their back, and like sniff them on the face,
Makes sense.
and then take one of their sharp talon fingernails and like cut a little on their forehead.
The volunteer you crawled up on, like they were told, like they just let whatever's about to happen to them. But he's like, when you started climbing, he was like, oh god, it's on me. And then like you got up, he sniffed his face. He's like, and then like you did the thing on it, like fingernail across his forehead and like drew blood. He's like, oh god, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna explode, aren't I?
And then Leaf kisses the wound, and then from the wound, this like really like the outer petals of this flower are like a deep royal purple, while the center is a pink and yellow. Like it starts off as pink and turns into a little yellow in the center, and the very center of the flower is a very like soft looking like little cotton ball.
Ooh.
And little green leaves peek out from behind the purple flower.
Ooh.
Behind it. And then the stadium, or at least some people might be able to smell that it's a very sweet, beautiful, intoxicating smell that almost smells like honey and flowers and a damp forest floor.
Ooh.
And while all those people in the front row and the judges and the other contestants and can smell it, and they're like, wow, that's beautiful. The volunteer that has the sprouting from his forehead has a very different reaction. He begins to like sort of sway, kind of unsteady. And he like starts to like take a few steps forward that are like very like shaky steps. And then he like starts to look around all confused. And he's like, what are we doing? What's going on? What? Well, is he done his power word yet? And the judges are like very impressed. They're like, wow, that's pretty good. Mhm.
It's like, wow, yeah.
Uh, they ask you, please, young man, get back to the center of the stadium. All the other contestants as well, please go forward to the stadium. You guys gather back in the center of the arena area. And Clipboard Man rises from the ground once more. And he goes, wasn't that a great show, and everybody? What do you think? And then a fight breaks out very close to Opix and Doreen.
Opix like, no.
You hear a bunch of shouting that's like, no, fucking Exploding Boy's gonna win it. You shut your fucking face. Firefuck's gonna win, I swear to God. And they tackle each other, start beating on each other. More people join in on the brawl, but it's not long before, like, arrows start, like, raining down on them.
To blot out the sun.
Yeah, like they're, like, beam arrows. Like, they're, like, like 7 arrows per person. These archers are not fucking around. There are now 5 corpses riddled with arrows next to the 2 of you. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Opix
Clipboard.
is hugging Doreen. Opix is like, help.
Clipboard Man goes, it happens every year, folks. It's all right. Just part of the tournament. And everyone in the stands is laughing like they're in on the joke.
Doreen is like crouched holding Opix.
Opix is like also crouched holding. He's just holding. Just like,
And Clipboard Man goes, anyways, judges, you've told me what you think, and I'm gonna tell the rest of you. I'm so fucking excited. In second place, we got, what's your name, kid? And he, like, leans down to leave. He's like, what the fuck should I call you? All right, we got Ha! He's pointing at Leaf. And in first place, we got Dennis, who unfortunately ran away. Real sorry about that, folks. But he did win. The judges loved it. It was cool as hell. Am I right? And the crowd's like cheering.
Didn't he blow up a man?
Yeah.
well, he blew him up.
Yeah. It's not about, like, there's no, like, disqualification. They just, whatever one of the judges liked the most.
He blew them up.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah, fucking
After he announces that, you hear, like, next to you from, like, one of the seemingly lifeless bodies, like, I knew it. And another one go, shut up.
Did they die?
Yeah.
No! Not because they broke out in a fight. That's hilarious.
You guys are exiting the stands. There's another fight next to you guys as you're leaving, but they're each shot in the head very quickly. It doesn't even have time to turn into shouting.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And the three of you meet up in front of the entrance area. And
All right.
you hear another announcement over the invisible loudspeaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wild Hunt will begin in 5 minutes. If you are competing, please make your way to the stadium now.
The what?
The stadium.
Opix is competing, isn't she?
Let's see. Opix won the eating, the obstacle course, and the battle royale. Will, you won the log competition, lost the obstacle course, so that disqualifies you. Ellen, you lost the obstacle. No, you won the obstacle course, but you lost the shell game and the drinking competition, so you're out.
Well, she got second place on the.
She did get second in the shell game, but she lost the drinking competition. So it's just Grace. Wow.
Oh, all right. Opix is just her jacket. She's like, all right, I guess I'm going in.
You guys make your way.
Good.
What'd you say, Ellen? Sorry.
You're gonna do so good.
Aw. Let's see what the dice says.
You guys make your.
May have other thoughts.
You guys make your way to the big stadium that's way at the back of this area, like the stuff. Like, you guys entered to the front, now you're all the way at the back. It's to show how far you've come in life. It's a metaphor, you see.
Mm.
I planned it all along.
Wow. So changed. Thank you. I moved.
I'm no longer in existential crisis.
Wow. My pores are cleared, you know?
You make your way to the stadium. It's huge. Like,
Damn.
size of the Roman Colosseum.
Oh, damn.
You get there.
That
There's
seems bigger.
there's one man standing out front. Like, you don't see any crowds. It's the clipboard guy. You guys approach. And he goes, "Congratulations, Opix. You'll make it in. Two of you?
Thank you.
The other two of you? Sorry. You're going to have to watch." He snaps his finger. They sink into the ground.
Was Jackson one of them?
No, the two people you were with, your friends,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
sunk into the ground.
Full time.
I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You two reappear in the Coliseum, like in the stands somewhere, and you look down into it, and you can see it's like covered. Like there's like you just see like wood, like wooded planks covering everything, so you can't see what the stadium is yet.
Oh.
Clipboard man turns to Opix. He's deadly
Oh.
serious. He's like, "All right, you're going to be competing in the wild hunt. This is pretty dangerous,
All right.
but unfortunately, you can't back out.
Okay.
The goal is to be the first to tame, capture, subdue, or kill the beast in the Colosseum.
Oh.
What you'll be going after is a giant boar. You're familiar with giant boars, yes? Native to this land?
No. I am not.
Ah, well. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Sucks to suck anyway.
I'm gonna sink you. It'll be jarring. You won't be able to breathe for a little bit. It'll be very dark. You'll feel like you're drowning. I'm gonna be honest, it's horrifying. It happens every time, and I hate it.
Okay. Opix takes a deep breath. Ready whenever you are.
Why are you holding your breath?
Cause I don't I.
And he snaps his finger, and you sink. And you reappear in like a locker room similar to the one for the obstacle course in the battle royale, but it's smaller and it's very somber. People are dead serious about this. There's zero chatting, zero joy. Everyone's like no one's opened their lockers to change or anything. They're all just like sitting on benches and like staring at their feet.
Fully naked.
You see,
No.
you see Jackson. He's got two tridents with him, and he's dressed up in like some cool like black leather armor.
Okay. Wait. Can we wear what our normal stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God the bone whip's coming in, baby. Anyways.
There's so you saw Jackson. You see Dennis sitting there, shaking,
Dennis.
terrified, crying his eyes out, but very quietly.
Damn it.
You see Adriana. She's lying spread eagle on the middle of the like ground, and she keeps
Naked?
whispering, "You guys can touch if you want."
No.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No.
And the last person you see is the little shit kid, who's no longer running around, no longer excited about his win, no longer hyped up.
Oh.
He is like quiet as hell, looks scared out of his mind. He has a bruise on his cheek, but you get the feeling he deserved it.
Yeah, probably.
His new name is Borbait.
BB for short.
So true.
Okay. Is there a locker space that's right next to Jackson?
Yeah.
Opix goes to that one. Does it make eye contact?
Yeah. As you approach, he like glances over at you and he looks back down and he's like, "Good to see you made it."
Opix glances at him back and she's like, "You too."
He's like, "Yeah. I might have to kill you, which sucks, but."
Opix is like, "I figured as much." It's like I could.
So in total, there's 6 people, including you, and you see in the next like 5 minutes or so, 2 more people rise out of the ground that were summoned.
Oh.
One you recognize from the drinking contest.
Oh.
The other one you don't recognize at all.
Oh. Mystery.
Yeah. The clipboard man rises from the ground. He's like, all right, we're going to be going into the stadium now. For those of you that aren't familiar with the rules, you're allowed to kill competitors. You're allowed to do anything. Destroy the stadium if you want. Destroy spectators if you want. The only thing that you have to do is get the boar. Are you all ready?
Opix nods. Just like, ready as I'll ever be.
He waits for like everyone to say yes or nod their head or do something. He goes, okay, good. Let's begin! And he snaps his fingers and you all sink into the ground.
Fuck this guy, I love him.
Up on the stands, you guys can see the boards that were covering up the Coliseum stadium area start to like tremble and like shake and bounce around. And they start to sort of like dissolve into a sand substance and like fall down. And slowly what's revealed is a giant like sand covered Coliseum with like trees sprinkled throughout and random like boulders. There's like bushes and other foliage just around, but the ground itself is sand.
Okay.
That's what they see. And then in this like ringed around it, all the competitors rise up, all 8. And the fucking clipboard man rises from the center. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wild Hunt! And the crowd goes fucking nuts. This is the thing they wait for every year. They have a shitty life. They nothing to do year round. They wait for this festival for this part because they love the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
He goes, that's what I thought! It's gonna be a good one. We've got some strong competitors. I see some real ferocity in these folks. But there can only be one winner. There can only be one survivor.
Oh, damn it!
How far away is Leaf from the stadium?
You guys you're not in the nosebleeds, but you're pretty far up.
So it would probably be inconceivable to throw a throwing star and injure one of the people.
Yeah, that would just like fall onto someone's head farther down in the stadium.
Okay. Leaf would like to slowly make his way towards the front of the stadium.
You like kind of like stand up to like make your way down. And as soon as you stand up, your knees sort of like buckle and you fall back down. You're confused, try to get up again. As you're standing up, you're fine. Then as soon as you get like ready to walk, your knees buckle again.
But it stays in place.
How far away is Leaf from Opix? Could Opix tell that that's what was happening?
You're not able to like discern any faces from the crowd.
Oh.
Through a combination of like trees blocking your view and everyone just being so far away and your nerves, it's kind of just like bodies to you.
Okay.
The clipboard man in the center, the like sand beneath him starts to like rise up like a platform for him, and he's like rising farther and farther into the air on the platform. He's like, without any further ado, we're gonna get things started. And he snaps his fingers and he transforms into a huge, like, elephant-sized boar. And the sand platform beneath him crumbles and it falls back down to the ground. And Opix, as he's falling, you notice that on its back is like a weird extra appendage that's kind of like a tentacle with a bulb at the end.
Oh.
And it the boar lands and immediately charges towards one of the other competitors. You don't see who, it's blocked from your view, but it's started. It's time for you to get hunting.
All right. Okay. Here it's time. I'm gonna use the mask. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the black dragon and become invisible.
Okay. And then what?
Huh?
And then what?
Can I? Well, I can't use more than one, can I?
Not one. No, not more than one at a time. But you
Okay.
can use the other ones, like the speak to dragons, see hidden things, and fly.
Ooh, I'm gonna do fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna do fly just so. Actually, no. Wait. Hidden things. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna use see hidden things actually instead because I
Well,
don't
it's
think
not
she...
like different. Like those are just things that come with the mask. Like you don't have to
Oh,
pick
oh,
one
I
of
can just
those
do it.
things.
I
You
can
get
just do
you
it.
get those three things as basics,
Oh,
and then you also get one of
oh.
the special dragon abilities.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so Opix is flying and she's invisible. And I guess she's just trying to get her bearings and see where everyone is. Because she's dead serious now. She's like, I could fucking die. She's like, oh shit.
All right, so you have a 10-foot range on your flight, but it's in like any direction.
Okay. Wait, I can only fly 10 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna save that for later then.
All right, so
Oh.
you're invisible,
But
and
I'm
running, looking for something.
Yeah, and I have my bone whip just in my hand.
Just ready.
Just ready. No one will see it coming.
All right. Where would you like to go? Like, are you looking for the boar, or are you looking for other competitors?
Kind of like a bit of both. I think Opix might stick with. Are we in a forest setting? Is there just trees everywhere? Is that what I'm?
It's not like a fully like dense forest. It's like just trees every now and then with like
Every now
bushes
and
and
then.
like boulders around.
But it's mostly kind of open.
Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty spacious.
Is it open enough to see other competitors?
Yeah. You couldn't see them at the start. They were kind of obscured, but like turned invisible and you ran closer to the center, and you could see other competitors sort of converging towards the center. Like right off the bat, you see the little shit kid. He like spots Adriana and like sprints towards her, and he like disappears and then like reappears on her back and like slits her throat. You don't see where Jackson is.
I can't see. I can't use the hidden seeing thing for my mask.
Well, he's not hidden. You just can't see him.
He's just gone.
Yeah, he's not actively hiding.
He's just gone.
Yeah,
oh
he's
shit,
just
he's
not
fast.
He's just not around. Yeah, he went somewhere else before you could spot him.
Okay, I think Opix is gonna focus on like keeping an eye on everyone to see what they're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's more like, I'm gonna wait till people knock each other out first, and then if there's like 2 or 3 left, maybe I'll do something. She's like, I'm not trying to get in there.
You see Dennis like kind of like looking around scared, like waiting for something to like come up at him, and he like bumps into a tree and he like panics and he's like, ah, and he like slaps it and it explodes blue.
Yeah. Opix is like, he's too
The other competitors see that and they sort of like start to like steer clear of him, except for one that you see like draw an arrow and like get his bow ready and like looking towards Dennis, waiting to see what he does. And then like while that's going on, the boar like runs past all of you, with Jackson on its back, a trident embedded in it, and that's the only way he's like hanging on. And it like the boar like charges past and like breaks a tree and like keeps like then starts to like round away from you. And then about like 5 feet back, you see another boar charge in the same path.
Another boar?
Yeah.
We only have to catch one, but there's more than one boar.
Maybe.
And
they kind of like everyone except for Dennis and the dead Adriana then start to like follow that trail and chase after it. Dennis is seemingly pissed his pants and is now crouched hiding.
Oh. Well, I'll leave Dennis be. Dennis has like a power that can protect him from a lot of shit. He could slap a boar and the boar's gone. So I'm not gonna worry about Dennis. I'm not gonna worry about Dennis. Opix looks like Dennis and she's like, I'm sure he'll be alright. And then continues, okay, here's my question.
Yeah.
What are the rules specifically just to get the boar?
Right? in order to win,
Mhm.
you have to either be the one to kill the boar, like capture it in some way, so where it's
Mhm.
like in a net or a pen or like some sort of makeshift cage.
Mhm.
Subdue it, as in like get it down, don't kill it, don't capture it, but it's like out of action.
Mhm.
Or tame it, like convince it to like calm down and like
Hmm.
not be like on a rampage.
Hmm. All right. All right. I guess. Sorry, excuse me. I suppose Opix will like follow behind the trail as well, assuming that's the right boar with the tentacle on it. Because there are a plethora of boars, and I'm assuming maybe one has the tentacle.
Okay. You start to follow that trail. It's pretty easy. It's a path of destruction.
It's like,
You're not far behind the other competitors. The one in the back closest to you is the little shit kid. Billy
okay,
was his name. I just remembered.
okay, all right.
But he's like running as fast as he can, but he's little, so it's not that fast.
Aw, I feel Opix feels bad because he has a whole father, you know? He has a whole family.
He just unprompted murdered a woman.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I guess murdering a
Oh,
child is gonna have to be on the list
A
for
woman you knew and were mildly fond of.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Opix is kind of mad actually, now that I think about it. Opix is like, fuck you, kid.
What are you gonna do?
Fucking kicks out her leg to trip him.
Oh, good.
Petty. Petty.
Eddie?
No, petty. I'm saying
Oh,
I'm being
Patty.
petty.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
being
that's
petty.
pretty petty.
I trip him.
All right. He
Yeah.
falls flat on his face and he's like, "Who the fuck did that?" And he like jumps up and he starts like slashing with the dagger he has.
Oh god. Oh god.
So yeah, I need you to do a dodge.
Okay, what I gotta do? I just roll D10. Okay.
You can roll a d12 for just a basic. Don't want to use a skill dodge.
Oh, D12. Oh no. Which one is that? No.
That's the one with pentagons.
I know what that shape is. I got it. Okay. Your girl's got a 10.
All right, yeah. He slashes out blindly, but you're invisible and pretty nimble, so you're able to like get out of the way pretty quickly and like just continue on your way, unless you want to stay and fuck with him some more.
I'm gonna fucking kill that kid. Fuck that kid.
All right, yeah, go for it.
No, Opix is mad. Opix is like,
Yeah.
fuck you. You kill Andrea. Fuck
You'll
you.
have plenty of weapons at your disposal you can use
That's
to
true.
murder this child.
I'm just looking.
And you are
casually, like,
completely
fine.
invisible. He cannot see your attack coming.
That's true. I'm gonna use the claw because I haven't used that yet.
Okay. Do you remember how it works?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Let me search for it because I know it's.
I wonder. I can't be too far in our private messaging.
All right, here we go. Fist of the Beast. Roll a d4 for me.
Okay. A 4. Wahoo! What do I got? A 3.
A 3.
A 3.
All right, that's known as cat mode. The damage is 1d4 plus poison damage. And you've got like 2-foot Wolverine claws.
Ooh.
But every turn you lose 1 health in the hand it's on.
Oh. Okay. Wait, were those 2 options or was that 1 option?
That was 1
total?
option. That's what you got.
Okay. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta roll?
You don't have to roll anything. Just roll damage.
Oh. Okay. So that's
A d4.
D10. D4. Oops. I got a 2.
You got 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you striking him?
The fucking head?
Head? Like
The
you're like
noggin?
swiping at him or poking him?
like staring at his head and jabbing as if it's a spear, like straight at him, like full
Okay.
punch, you know, like
Okay.
to the head with claws.
You overestimated a little how like long the claws were and how long your arm was. So you
Uh-huh.
don't penetrate very deep, but like you do like stick one of the claws into his like cheek
Oh.
and like
Oh,
yank it
oh,
out.
oh.
And he like grabs it and he like falls to his knees. He's like, "Ah, fuck!" And then like he takes his hand away and he can see the blood, but you see on his cheek from where the wound was like a kind of purplish, blackish like color is like veining out from it.
What the fuck?
And he's like, "Ah,
What the hell?
oh god," and he like starts to like kind of like sway back and forth, and he's like, "Oh man," and he just like kind of collapses.
Okay, is he dead?
You can check if you'd like.
I don't want to get hurt. I don't trust it. Yeah, I'll check.
All right, roll medicine.
Is he 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what I got? Oh, I got 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not really sure if he's dead or alive. You have like you've seen like Rorix do this before, where he like checks to see if someone's alive by placing his hand on their neck. And you do that hoping that it'll tell you something, but you're like, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm just putting it on the neck. I have no medical history.
Yeah.
All right. Opix just blinks, and she's like, "Well,
He does seem to be breathing still, though.
all right." Opix is like, "This fucking rat kid." Okay, she's gonna. This is cold as hell. She's gonna be cold as hell today. She's gonna fucking end that kid's life because she's like, "You killed my
Oh
friend."
my god.
All right. You
Yeah,
stand
it's
up
over.
and get ready for whatever your next attack is going to be.
Yeah.
When
she's
you
gonna-
hear like cracking and like a sort of like loud like stampede-ish sound coming from like a little ways away, and you look towards it and you can see the boar charging through all the like rocks and trees that are in its way, like in directly your direction.
Oh, Opix gets the fuck out the way. She's like, "Oh no."
So you run out of the way, and the boar
Yeah.
charges past, demolishing the kid. By the way,
Oh god.
like
He is based.
emulsifying this fucker. He is a goop by the end of it. You look in the you can still see Jackson on top with and now his other trident also stuck into the boar's back.
Okay.
You look back and you see 2 dead bodies from where the boar came from. But you also see approaching 2 more people.
Okay. Is Opix out of the way of those 2 other people?
Yeah, they don't see you. You're invisible and not in their like path. They're
That's
following
true.
the boar.
Do I recognize these 2 people?
You recognize one of them as the dude who had his like bow trained on Dennis
Uh-huh.
before the boar showed up. The other dude, you just recognize him from being in the locker room.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll follow the group a little distance away, but I'll follow the group and see if I can maybe use my bone whip to get to the boar.
Okay. As you're following, everyone's running. You can see the archer take his bow and like shoot it like to his left without looking as he's following, and you watch the arrow go out, curve forward, and then shoot right through the neck of the dude that was in front of them.
Oh.
And that dude
God.
collapses, and he just keeps running like nothing happened.
Oh my god. He's an athlete. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm terrified. Anyways. All right. Opix watches that happen. She's like, "Oh shit!" But she keeps running. She keeps running, kind of behind them. Like she's like hopping over the body, you know, like you keep running.
You guys kind of catch up to where the boar is. Jackson was thrown off, but now there's 1 trident still in the boar.
Okay.
And he's like, he's got his other trident ready. Next to the boar is an identical boar with the same trident stuck in it in the same spot.
Oh. Okay.
Uh,
Can I check to see if one of them has a tentacle on the back?
They both do.
Oh. All right. I'm kind of curious. I wonder what happens if you touch it. Like, why is it there? There's a reason that it's there,
Yeah.
and I don't.
You like you and the archer both like get like kind of next to Jackson. They don't see you, obviously,
Mhm.
but the archer's like, which one's the real one? And Jackson goes, I'm not sure. I got thrown off, and when I got back up, they were both there. I have no idea which is the real one.
Huh.
He's like, fucking boars every time, man.
Boars, you know?
Yeah.
Can the seeing hidden things part of my mask help in this situation?
No, it cannot. There is nothing
Damn.
being hidden.
Oh, I guess technically that's true. Are the boars still running around, or are they just standing there?
They're kind of like standing with their backs against the wall, kind of like
Okay.
like ready to like go as soon as like someone approaches, sort of thing.
Okay. Since I'm invisible, can I like very, very slowly like? I gotta think. What's the wisest decision? Because is there like any rocks or anything that I can like throw at it to see if one of them's like a hologram or something? Like, are they both solid? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, you look around you. There's some like various like pebbles around that you could like toss.
All right, Opix grabs actually 3 because she's like, wait, this would be good to like use for my power word. I'm gonna keep that. Well, it's not man-made though.
Nope.
Damn it! Opix just grabs 1.
And you're
right.
gonna throw it at which one, left or right?
Right.
Right. Okay. Make an accuracy check.
Guess who has accurate?
It's
Azimon.
you.
It's me. All right. So 2d10 plus modifier.
Yep.
Okay. Girl, if you don't stop falling off this table. Okay. First one is 6. Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm playing darts.
He's playing darts.
I missed the board and I hit my sponge and it knocked all of my darts onto my loud
Oh no.
Yikes.
thingamajig.
All right, I got another 6 plus 1 is 13.
Okay. And which one are you throwing at, left or right?
Right.
Right. Okay. You fling your rock, and it hits the boar like right on its cheek, and it looks like instantly your direction. And the archer kind of looks like in your direction too, because he saw it came from that way. Neither of them do anything. They're just kind of like looking to see where it came from. The boar seems to be looking directly at you, though.
Oh shit! Opix is like, you know, slowly inching away from where she just stood.
Jackson seizes this moment to try and lunge forward at the boar. And as he does that, the one on the left charges forward and like gores him. Like its tusk goes into his stomach, out the other side, and he like gets flung off as the boar like shakes its head and like does like one of those like rear back and like does a boar screech, and then it like keeps charging forward as the other one disappears, and the archer like quickly fires 2 arrows that stick in the side of the boar as it keeps running, and he chases after it.
And that was the left boar.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and what is the right boar doing?
It disappeared.
Ha! Aha! Okay. Opix is like, all right, I knew it. Fuck it. It's just she kind of mourns Jackson a little bit. She's like, farewell, Jackson. Anyway, so she gets this is cool as shit, dude. Right, so she's running up.
Opix though, she's cold.
She's kind of cold, you know. She has to be.
I'm learning a lot about Opix, and I'm loving her.
Thanks, babe. I love her too. She's cool. All right, so she's honing in on the boar, okay, and she's like running a bit behind them, and she's following them.
You off in the distance, you hear another explosion.
Oh.
And you see like some blue fly into the air.
Oh, Opix is like, I forgot about Dennis. Opix is like, damn it. Everyone forgets about Dennis.
you catch up to the archer, who is now stopped and is staring in like absolute like shock at the dude from the drinking competition that you recognize.
Uh-huh.
Has lifted the boar into the air, like holding it on its back.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I got the beast! And the archer's like, no, you fucking don't. And he shoots him right through the neck. He collapses, the boar falls on top of him, and then like quickly scrambles up and like is like looking around. The archer's got like his arrow trained like on it. He's like, I fucking got you now. And he
Can
like,
Opix...
oh
sorry.
no, go ahead.
There you go. Can Opix like use the bone whip on him?
Yeah.
I guess he just fucking whoop. That's what I
Yeah.
want to do. All right. Which is it a D10?
D10 for swordsmanship,
Okay.
and then a D6 for damage if you hit.
Okay. Where's my D10 go? Okay, you said D10 and
D10 to hit.
okay, gotcha.
It's swordsmanship if you have that.
Ooh, your girl got a 9.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Now roll a D6.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 4.
Smart, not bad, honestly. You like do your whip,
Uh-huh.
and it like you see it like slash across his back,
Mhm.
and he like as that happens, he was like about to lose his arrow, and he like arches his back and lets it go, and it shoots into the stands, and you see a dude get hit and fall in.
Oh no! Shit! Oh.
And
goddamn.
he like screams and he like reaches back and he's like, "Ah, what the fuck happened?" And you hear another explosion off in the distance, but like closer.
Closer. Oh god. All right. Time's a ticking. I don't got much time until Dennis comes along. All right. I forgot. Does the bone whip just hurt your bones or does it break your bones?
It does internal damage.
Internal damage. Okay. Can I use the spear that Rorix gave me and just throw it at him? And
Yeah.
stab him.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna do that.
That's another accuracy check.
Yeah. I got an axery. God damn it. Accuracy. God damn it. Alright, first one, 6. Second one is 4.
Okay.
And then plus 1, that's 11.
Okay, yeah. You throw your lance. Where were you aiming?
I would say his neck.
His neck?
Like
Okay.
the back of his neck, yeah.
You throw your lance and it lands kind of like in its shoulder,
Uh-huh.
and it squeals. And it like turns directly towards you and charges.
No. I meant the archer.
The archer, who was
Yeah.
like, okay,
I thought I was trying to kill him because your boy won't stop.
all right,
He
never
will
mind
keep
then.
doing it.
You hit the archer in his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
He like collapses to the ground. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" He's like looking around to see where this is coming from. The boar takes this chance to like run past both of you.
Mhm.
He's like, "No, fuck!" And he like tries to like chase after it, but he like falls down because he's in so much pain from the back and shoulder.
It's horrible. All right, Ken Opix just walks up and puts a foot on his back and takes out the lance and goes for the throat, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's not playing around because she's gonna die. She could die too. She's like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah, you like rip it out and like kick him down at the same time,
Yeah.
and you want to like stab it into his neck.
Yeah.
All right, do another swordsmanship for me.
Okay. I got a 7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
So you like go to like stab it down, but he's kind of like expecting something like that. So he like rolls away, and then he like sees where the indent in the ground was from the lance, and he guesses there's something around where that is, and he just like charges forward, and
Oh.
he just roll a d10 for me real quick.
Sure. I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tackles you.
God damn it. That
and
motherfucker.
when he tackles you, your mask does get kind of like knocked off, like not all the way off, but it like is like halfway up your face, which is enough to dissolve the magic.
God damn it.
He's like, I fucking got you now, and he like grabs an arrow from his quiver, and he's like holding it up like he's about to stab you.
Okay, Opix. Imagine switching with. Okay, can she switch places with the fucking like thing that's holding the arrows?
The thing, the quiver,
Right? Is that what it's called?
the thing holding the
that-
arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever.
Oh, yeah. Could you switch places with that?
Yes.
Yay.
So you switch places, and now you're kind of like wrapped around his back.
She gets up. She fucking uses his back as propeller to like leap off of him.
Well, no, like it's like your right arm is over his right shoulder, and your left arm is under his left arm.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
and you're like your stomach is to his back. That's the
Okay.
kind of like
Gotcha.
position you're in.
Right. All right. So I'd imagine she, like let her hands go and then like push him like to the ground. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause
so,
he's
like,
facing the ground.
That happened like right as he stabbed down, and that you can like push him down.
Woo! Yeah.
You hear
Yeah,
another
yeah.
explosion.
Oh God. Can I put my mask back on?
Yeah.
I put my mask back on. And I go back to being invisible.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then what?
And then, oh shit! So don't think that far. No. All right, and then all right. So she's gonna try another kill. She's gonna try to go for him again.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
Wait. Before I do that, how far away is the explosion from Dennis? Like, how far would you say?
A good like 20 yards.
Oh,
Like you like saw a good amount of blue when the last one happened.
oh, all right. That's too much blue for Opix. Opix is like, that's too much blue in my direction. Okay. All right. Opix just kind of just looks at the guy that's bleeding on the ground, and she slinks away. She kind of just backs up because he's pretty injured.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, the blue guy's coming. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna follow the boar." So she leaves. She leaves that guy on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going for the boar now. So my question is the blue guy going for the boar, or is he just coming in this direction? Or is he just being anxious and just hitting anything in his direction?
Hard to say. You're not around him.
That's a good point. All right, I'm gonna go I'll go towards the boar. I'm gonna chase the boar.
All right, roll tracking for me.
Okay.
That's a cunning skill.
Ooh, I also have scouting. No, sorry, tracking's better. Hold on. Is that D10?
Yeah.
Can a homie get a D10? All right, 7.
7? All right, yeah. You're able to like follow the path of destruction the boar is leaving pretty easily. You get to a certain point where you remember there being a bunch of like rocks and bushes and trees in this area. They're all gone, cleared out, blue everywhere.
Damn.
You hear another explosion behind you.
Mhm.
And then you hear like a boar squeal ahead of you.
Oh, I investigate the boar squealing.
All right, you come across the boar, and so far as you can tell, this is the last other person besides Dennis in the arena. He's got
Okay.
like a saber in his hand and a shield in his other, and
Mhm.
he's like forcing the boar back with his shield. Like the boar is like backing up and like squealing, and like something's up with the shield that the boar doesn't like, and he's intermittently like slashing at it, but like every time he moves his shield away, the boar like kind of like regains its senses and is able to dodge the attack. So you see him kind of doing this like shield up approach slash shield up approach slash thing unsuccessfully.
Interesting. Unsuccessfully. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to do about
Alright.
the sitch?
All right. Is he a large man or is he a medium man?
He's a decently large man. He's not like huge, but he's like pretty big, like tall and muscular.
Okay. I have to know because the last time I didn't take that into consideration, I almost died to this big giant Asian man. He almost killed me. So, well, not killed, but beat the shit out of me. I was like, oh shit.
He did beat the shit out of you.
He beat the shit out of
You were
Opix.
getting
Did not have a
thrashed.
chance. Nah, she is not an offensive like fight a big man up. Like she's not. She's like, I die anyways. So based on the situation, oh my god, my brain is turning off.
And we're almost done. I'm sorry.
All right, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm having a great time. So Opix looks at this guy and looks at the boar. Where is Dennis in this scenario again? I apologize.
Dennis is behind you. You hear explosions. They're getting closer, but it's kind of hard to tell because you're not focused on that. You're focused forward.
Okay. So Opix is going to kind of move. How do I describe this? If Dennis is coming in my direction from behind me and the guy that I'm looking at is in front of me, I think Opix is going to move to the side a bit. Like in the way that she is out of the way of Dennis coming forward if Dennis is going towards the guy. And then she's going to move on the opposite side of the guy that has the shield and the spear. So she can kind of see Dennis coming from the opposite way.
So are you in between the guy and the boar?
No, I'm like on the other, like the guy with the boar is in between me and Dennis, if that makes sense. Like if he's looking at the boar and he's handling the boar, Opix is on the other side of the guy that I was just on, like on the opposite side.
Okay, gotcha.
If that makes sense. Like she's trying to move there.
Are you facing like towards the direction Dennis is?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy keeps trying to do this thing. It's keeping the boar like at bay, but he's not able to land a hit on it. And as that's going on, you can see like Dennis walks like out. He is like, he's not crying, he's not sniveling. His demeanor is completely different. He walks past a tree, slaps it, and it explodes. He's like, I'm sick of this. I want it over. I'm sick of this. And the shield guy like turns around to see what's happening. And as he does that, his shield kind of lowers. And the boar like charges forward and like stampedes him.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dennis is like, I'm fucking sick of this goddamn boar! And he like just holds his hand in front of him for the boar to like charge into it.
Oh god.
The boar charges forward and then he disappears. And from the other side, like hidden kind of in the trees, the other boar, the real boar, charges out. And same thing, gores Dennis just like Jackson. Shakes his head around, flings the body off his tusk, and then like just stands there. Because he can sense there's something nearby. He knows it's not over. This is a smart animal. It senses something's wrong, it's in danger, but it can't see it.
Alright, Opix is looking at this animal, and she's just like, is there a way to befriend this guy? Because, listen, I know she was about to kill a child, but listen, she has a heart.
For animals.
For animals! Hey, that kid didn't count. Killed
Adriana.
Adriana, hey, that was she may have got sexually harassed by that girl, but she wasn't so bad. That's horrible. That's so bad.
You could take a swing at animal taming if you want.
I would love to do that. Let's do that.
Alright, that's a willpower.
Okay.
But to do it, you have to take your mask off. Because you have to be known to the animal in order to tame it.
Oh, this could go so wrong. This could go so wrong. Alright. She takes a chance and she slowly slides the mask on top of her head, revealing herself.
Are you holding any weapons?
As of right now, no.
Okay. You take the mask off and appear. And the boar instantly looks at you and like gets in like a ready stance, but it doesn't move yet because it's waiting to see like what happens.
Opix just Oh god, these next moves are gonna be her life or death. Okay. She just looks at the boar, and then she just sits down, crisscross applesauce.
Are you starting your animal taming?
Yeah.
Okay, roll animal taming.
Is which dice? Which
A D10.
Okay. It's always gonna be D10.
Always
Damn
a
it,
D10.
Come on! Come on, Grace! D10! Oh! Girl's got a 9!
You got a 9. All right, so you sit down. What else do you do, like to try and tame?
What do you do to tame an animal? I guess she kind of just looks into his eye, like the boar's eyes, and has like an intention of like calm and kindness. You know, like calm and like I really don't want to hurt you, man. I just want this to be over. I just want chill. She wants to befriend. I don't know what else you do for taming. I guess she just, I don't know, maybe pats the ground a little bit, like to like come sit with me or something.
The boar looks at you, and it goes from its like kind of half crouched like ready stance to like a more relaxed like upright, and it like slowly like walks forward, like
Okay.
gets closer. It like kind of nudges you with one of its tusks like very gently to like look for a reaction.
Aww. Opix just smiles.
And it just sits down and looks at you.
Opix just smiles, and I'm just like, hey, you're not so bad. And like gently, very gently touches his nose, just very gently.
As you
like in a loving manner.
As you touch its nose and
I'm
like
scared.
gently caress it, it
don't do it.
melts
Come on,
away
Clayton.
into sand.
Oh.
And you find yourself caressing the cheek of Clipboard Guy.
And she keeps doing it. She does not face. She keeps doing it. She keeps caressing.
He's like looking into your eyes, and you can see like a very gentle smile on his face. And he's like, "You did good, ladies and gentlemen." He like throws his hands in the air. He's like, "We have our winner!" The crowd goes fucking wild.
Dude, that's crazy.
All the like excess like trees and like boulders and shit melt away into sand. By the way, they were man-made. You could have used it.
Fuck me. Oh god. They were man-made, the pebble?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Excuse me.
Know, that's on me. I should have used my mask and see maybe, right? Hidden things? Well that no, it's not hidden.
Nope.
Fuck. There's no way I could have known. Anyways, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't natural.
That's true. They weren't natural. They were technically man-made. If I had paid attention.
Yeah. There were clues. Anyways.
I'm just dumb.
No, it's okay. It wasn't like an obvious thing. Like the
clever.
clues were the ground is sand and the boards melted into sand and the dude like rose up on a pillar of sand at the beginning.
That makes sense. I guess technically that is man-made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
The crowd's going fucking nuts, and he like holds a hand out to help you up. He's like, "Are you ready for your prize?"
Nobody's just like, if it's not deadly.
He's like, "Don't worry." He helps you up, and he's like, "Let's get your friends down here." And he snaps his finger, and Doreen and Leaf, you two both sink into the stadium, and then rise up next to Opix. And he's like, "I thought you two might want to be here for this. It's great." And he's like, "Opix, are you ready for your prize?"
Opix nods. And she smiles. She's like, sure.
And goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, she's ready for the prize!" And they go fucking wild.
Oh, God.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind
He's
of
like,
scared.
"Get ready." And he like gently places his hand on your forehead. And eons of information floods into your brain. The secrets of the universe, horrors beyond imagination, ancient and uncontrollable information and knowledge is bombarded upon your being.
Oh no.
Infinite and vast amounts of time and space flood into you. In an instant, you can see the universe and every molecule all at once. It's all clear to you. And you go into a coma and collapse.
Yeah, that's about right.
Clipboard guy looks to Doreen and Leafy. He's like, "Damn, I was really hoping the winner would be able to handle it this year."
Wait, I died?
Oh well.
Wait, she died?
So what?
Wait, what?
No, you're in a coma.
Oh, okay, it's fine.